check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Oh, 600, what's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts now with David BAZZEL.
I'm here.
Roger
I am
Scott,
present.
and Justin Moore.
Justin!
Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Good morning from the office of your favorite president to all of the 609ers, Los Angeles.
Bonjour from Normandy, France. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem with David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Woo Pig Suey!
Thanks, Air Outlaw. That's what he's teed us up, you 609ers. You know what to do on this update. Move it, move it, move it. Let's go.
Hit that guy on that. Move it! Move it! Move, move, move!
Put the luggage in my hand.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read the rule book.
I like how they flying over to the Golden State. Swing low chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your wings. Los Angeles.
Norfolk, Virginia, Tidewater, 41009. Tell the folks back home, this is the promised land called
I don't know what I do with it. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
I asked Roger a minute ago, and he missed it by a ton. What would you think against we're small stuff? Sorry. Not sorry.
Swing low chariot, come down easy, taxi to the terminal zone. Cut your engines and cool your wings.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, man. I recognize this song.
What is it?
I can but play you blown.
But like a blown.
So stupid.
Hello, Buzz. This is...
Hey, Frank, listen. Hey, who's on the phone?
What's that bulge in his pocket?
It's probably a thermometer. What up, crazy Randy?
Good morning, everybody. It's 6:11 on this hump day. A little chilly day out there today, Roger.
It was 26 degrees when I left sailing.
It felt a little chippier than yesterday.
It did, but no wind again.
Yeah, no wind makes it nicer. Glad you're with us. Got a busy show today. Trey Reed will be here shortly, as always, on Wednesday. And in addition to that, got Rick. Of course, Trey's brought to you by Arch Marine, Rick Schaefer. At 7 o'clock, brought to you by Edwards Food Giant. Congressman Bruce Westerman is going to jump on the phone with us from D.C. A lot of there's a big bill on the hill today. There's a big bill on the hill.
I'm just a bill.
And it's
a bill. And it's sitting up with Western.
What?
So is this a big, beautiful bill or just a big bill?
Yeah, it's
So good. Big bill.
It's called the SCORE Act, and it's about Congress trying to see if they can help what's going on with college sports, especially football. So he's a former Razorback, for those who don't know it. I think he was a walk-on back in the late 80s. Good guy. Right. Anyway, we'll have him on.
Josh, if you can, find Ronald Reagan where he says the 7 scariest words are, we're with the United States government and we're here to help.
That's a great line. Okay, we'll also have Craig O'Neill, brought to you by Genesis of Conway. Walt Coleman will be back in studio.
Walter!
Extended stay in Florida.
Wow. Hope the test came out all right.
And fitting that we have Pat Bradley today because the Razorbacks are playing tonight. They get
sound
after
so confident.
Louisville. Louisville?
We have Pat Bradley today?
We do.
Yeah, you've heard of him. He was number 22 with the Razorbacks. Back in the 90s, was it?
Did he? Did Pat also add a new sponsor in addition to his Cabot Outdoors? I think we need to check on that.
It's been so long since he's been on that I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, and then the 9 o'clock hour, Eric Moyer from the Great American Conference. He's in charge of the Harlon Hill Award, which goes. It's a small school Heisman.
For sure.
And Roger, there are two things about that.
Right.
Number one, there's going to be 8 finalists announced today, and what do we hope one of them is? Where?
From Hot Springs.
From Harding.
Oh, from Harding. Yeah.
Harding,
excuse me, I'm in
yes.
Arkansas.
Yeah, Harding University. We hope one of the finalists.
Sure.
Small school Heisman. Last year, don't blurt, Josh, there was a particular quarterback that was a finalist last year for the Harlon Hill Award. He did not win. He was third in the overall voting.
Yes.
But we came to know a lot about him this year in a much bigger way.
We sure
than Division II. He's thinking.
He's at Ole Miss.
He's at Ole Miss. Is it Trinidad Chambliss?
Trinidad.
So little did we know,
and Tobago.
Little did we know that the third place vote getter for the small school Heisman would turn out to be somebody that would make that big of a difference. Now,
apparently, Lane Kiffin did.
Well, and Paul Simmons.
And Paul Simmons.
Yeah, Paul Simmons saw it too because he beat him. Trinidad Chambliss beat Arkansas. beat Harding. At Fair State. Fair State's probably going to be the team that Harding has to face again this year.
That's right, and that's the guy that Paul Simmons said. He said
once
he gets a hold of the reins, he's not giving them up.
He nailed that.
Sure did.
We got to play a little match game brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. Game tonight, by the way, is at 6:15.
Yes, early game.
I like that too.
That?
I like that too. Now, Josh, no more. You're not doing your pregame show with Wes on this, right? Wait till conference.
I'm sorry,
postgame.
Will begin in the 2026 for conference games.
Okay. Well, this is a big one, and Roger, of course, Josh. I don't know if you know this. One of the biggest games in Razorback history took place against Louisville. Do you know what that game was? Do you have any idea about it?
Do I?
Yes.
Give me a time. 90s?
No, it was back in the late 70s.
I don't know that at all.
So it was the most famous shot, probably, second next to Scotty Thurman.
Yeah.
But it was the most impactful shot, probably the most exciting shot in Razorback history in terms of just wow moment. I don't know if we have it in the system or not.
I believe we do.
We do? Look at Roger finding this thing. It was made by U.S. Reed, and it was, as time was running out, Josh, he barely made it to half court.
This is Josh, and this was before 3-point line. And dude threw it out there. And do you know? Would you know who the coach was back then?
For Louisville or for Arkansas?
Louisville. Or either one.
I'll give you a hint.
I don't think he'll.
He wouldn't. I wonder if he heard the name, Denny Crum.
Yeah, I think he would recognize. Yeah, he'd recognize it.
Reed now 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Reed trying to dribble. 2 seconds, 1 second. Long shot. Got it!
Two things there.
You heard the oh my.
Yeah, well, what
That's
you also heard,
holy smokes.
2 holy smokes, which the great Paulos never did again. I think that's what he brought from Vanderbilt. And
The U.S. Reed that I remember watching that on the big RCA console
he banked it,
TV.
He banked it.
I believe so.
I think he banked it, did he? I think he did.
It sounds familiar. I don't, as time goes on, we could say it was
crazy shot.
It was half
he
court.
He barely got it all. It was more than half court. He was on the other side.
He was on the other side, absolutely. And threw it up there and made that shot. Now, those are shots that when Arlen Bowers got there, he was taking those shots just as jump ups.
Now,
jump shots.
Did that advanced us to the Sweet 16? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, Louisville had just come off, Josh, a national championship. I think they had the Dunk brothers. Remember those guys that were Raj? That were.
Jeez, I just remember that. What year was that?
I think it was 70, 78, 79, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyway, there's a great shot in Sports Illustrated when Sports Illustrated used to be the place.
Yeah. Listen, we had 2 Hogs doing
and then haven't we played Louisville once or twice more in the tournaments? I think so. I think we'll have to find out.
Just think of those head coaches, Eddie Sutton and Denny Crum on the sideline. Back then, I cared enough to know all the coaches back then.
Do you know why we're playing this game, Raj?
Why we're playing Louisville?
Yes.
Is that because of Calipari?
Nope.
No
Josh,
there?
do you know why?
I do know why.
Yeah, tell us why.
This is part of the ACC-SEC challenge. Which the nice thing about this actually,
I like my idea better.
It's actually giving us big games that are going to be played in the home arenas, right? A lot of these big games have been neutral sites. So last night, what you had Carolina went to Rupp, Tennessee went to Syracuse, lost that game. Florida went to Duke, and then I'm trying to think. There's one more, but at least it gives us early season games that are going to be played that are big games that are played on home floors. So Arkansas gets to host Louisville.
Do you remember last year who we played in this, Josh?
Let's see. Last year, Arkansas would have played.
Come on.
I'm trying.
Come on.
Yeah, give me Duke.
Nope.
That was not Carolina.
Did we play Illinois? Was it Illinois?
Nope.
No. It's ACC school.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Who did they play?
Miami.
Oh yeah.
I never.
Yeah. That's
Miami.
why I remember.
Yeah, that's okay.
By the way, all-time series 4-4. The last time these two teams met, it was at the Lahaina Civic Center And Maui.
You know, and Anthony Black had 25 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that.
It says they lost 80-54.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody that corrected me. Alex Dillard, not Arlen Bowers. I don't know why I was thinking
Okay.
Arlen Bowers. Just it was
sort of similar build.
No, well, yeah. And then both names starts with an A. They're both black guys. Maybe all of that. Is that what you're trying to get me?
Yes. Today also is what, Roger, in terms of the big day for football.
Oh,
yes, Roger will tee this up. We've been hearing a lot about it the last 2 days. Josh, you recognize this song?
You know who sings it? Arlen Bowers.
Justin Moore's not favorite singer. How can Justin Moore listen to this and not like Stevie Wonder? Sign, seal, deliver. Stevie Wonder. Today is signing day, the early signing day period, and it will be interesting to see. Razorbacks will get 3 or 4 signatures that they didn't think they had a few days before. Lost a few yesterday. I'm not sure if there's one that they wanted. We don't know. If they just said, we're not offering you, you need to go on your way, young man, or if they just said, go. Thank you. I don't know. But anyway, that will happen today. You see Wally's article about the press conference?
81 NCAA regional in Austin. That was U.S. Read.
Yes,
I did not read Wally yet.
That put us to Sweet 16, I think.
Yeah.
So
listen, I'm already at 0 for 2.
I find the argument about the press conference interesting because, some fans are like, man, why have we done this? And the other fans are like, get off the back. He's out recruiting. Who cares about a press conference? And I say to that, I said, okay, if you want to do that, if you agree that way, let's not do it Thursday. Why are we even doing it? It's 5 days later.
Why other schools have it?
The other part is it's the tradition of college football that's what you, or basketball, whatever. When you name them, you usually do it the next day.
I don't know why.
But people go, let him alone. That's fine.
Who's that lady?
Let him alone. Leave him alone. I agree. Listen, you know what, though? Let's not do it Thursday. For those who agree.
It's over.
Why? Yeah. Why?
To me, it's done.
He was on Jim Rome yesterday. He's been on us. What is he going to say that he hadn't said already?
Absolutely.
It's been 5 days. It'll be 5 days.
Absolutely. Well, it's just.
And he's doing a very good job out there. And so, why do we have to do a formal?
Again, I liken it to recording a game back in the day and then somebody screwing up and telling you the score. It's over.
Yeah.
We've already had all these press conferences. We already know he's here. We know he's married. We know he's got a couple of, he's got some twins.
Well, and we've heard what he said, too, about the job. He said really positive things, both with us, with Bo, with Jim Rome yesterday, and other things. So he's making the rounds. I did see this. Did anybody else notice this? The social media, just to show you that the devil's in the details, Roger and Josh. The first picture that Ryan Silverfield took in the desk that used to be Sam Pittman's.
Yep.
And Brett Bielema.
Right.
Did you notice what was behind him?
Well, his first picture was nothing.
There was nothing.
Right.
And so we had about 100,000 people, mostly.
I noticed it.
Real nice trophy case you have back there.
Right.
So yesterday when he did Jim Rome, that had changed. Helmets.
Got some helmets.
It's just funny how, you got to pay attention to the details. Somebody... Or like how you spell disguise. It's just got to pay close attention.
What happened?
It was the French spelling, right? It was the French spelling of disguise.
Yeah, I was the Latin translation of it is what I was reading.
What'd you do?
I blew it. Sometimes you got to admit you blew it.
It's out there.
I missed it too. I missed it too.
No, I made the graphic.
No, it's
on
okay.
Me. I should have caught it.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
The
He's got other
good.
things on his mind.
The graphic was good.
I had to tell him. I got a weird text from your mom last night.
No.
I don't even answer. I don't know. So just make sure she's okay.
We
Joy?
We had a great time last night at the Bath Fitter. Yeah, by the way, too, we've had to make sure Bath Fitter is when we do our they sponsor. Is that
Joe
Nichols? There's not Bath Fitters, Bath Fitter.
It's singular.
Singular, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right because that's what we did. It's just like we say Walmart's.
Yeah,
but no. So
close
Andrew
enough,
and William, those guys were.
They called it. They said something to me last night about it. Say, hey,
well, because they have a guy that does it on their Instagram or IG, as the kids would say, as they would. But no, great over there. I've not been to Lost 40, but maybe once, and it may have been by mistake to go there. I have not been there, but what a cool looking place.
Big old what are the vats? The vats.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I just want to say, do you think David told the sponsor close enough, or did he say we'll fix it? Because I'm sure he told me close enough.
No, Garrett, let me tell you something. He would say close enough.
No. When the sponsor says that's close enough is not good enough.
No.
Normally close enough works.
Oh,
consistent that David Bazzell is.
Not when a sponsor requested. If it's up to me.
Well, if they request it, yes. But in jest, you would go, that's close enough.
Just when he's arguing with me.
Not to the owners, but to the other guys. But I got to see some of the folks that I spoke with.
Yeah, they put in your shower.
Over, Robert and some of the other fellows that was there. Jose was there. Jose didn't remember me, because he installed so many.
Like I've done 8,000.
I know. I know how he could. I know how.
He remembered you because you were the guy that just hovered over him. Like
no, I wasn't the guy that hovered over him. I'm the guy who his van leaked oil in my driveway. That's what I should have said to him. He would have known that. But fortunately, we have a kitty litter that took care of that for the next day. But anyway, to see him, the sales guy, the plumber that they have, because they have so many other guys right there. And I just say this, if anybody's thinking about it when you're talking to bath fitter or thinking about getting them to come by, they treated me like I guarantee you they treat everybody. Yeah. I'm no different than anybody else when they talk to you. I just think they're good people.
Trey Reed joins us now. Good morning, Trey. I was on the way to the said bath fitter Christmas party. Got a chance to listen to the show a little bit.
Cool.
Heard that you went quail hunting.
I did, man.
Very cool. In Arkansas, of all places.
Yeah, on public land.
Wow. Now, where's that? Where was that? I don't know.
Gulf Mountain Wildlife Management
Area.
Never
heard of it.
So it's southwest of Clinton, a little northwest of Damascus, northeast of Morrilton. But it's really in the middle of nowhere, man. Scotland, Arkansas, Cleveland, Arkansas.
This was an area the Game and Fish decided to try to repopulate the quail population.
Not so much repopulate. I don't want to give the wrong impression like we released birds there. We've done a ton of habitat work there over the last 15 years, though. And that's
do you have to put birds there? Or do they come? They come.
It's like Field of Dreams, baby. You build it and they will come.
What makes them come?
One of the issues we've had over the years is that our forests are way too dense and closed canopy, and we've talked about that. I get hammered about how much money Game and Fish makes off of timber harvest. Yes. We don't. We probably spend more on chemicals to treat other undesirable species than we receive. But anyway, opening up that forest where you got more of an open woodland scenario, doing prescribed burns, like especially on some of the open field systems.
Trey, for a small mind like mine,
like how do they just drop out of the heavens and end up there?
Open fields everywhere. What makes them come to that area?
Here's the deal. Again, man, it's just like
just some of the bushes that you put in there.
Look. All right, so if you were a homeless fella, David, which we know you're not, and you stumbled on a beautiful house like the one you now live in, and you're like, wow, the water works here. Yeah. There's deer in my yard that are fun to look at. This looks like a good place. I'm gonna live here. But it's kind of like that.
There's no key. There's no there's something in the ground.
It really. Look, so here's the deal. When you have those closed canopy forests I'm talking about, there's not like a lot underneath there. There's no like vegetation for them to hide under to get away from hawks and things like that, or coyotes, whatever the case may be. The food sources. So all of this, management and manipulation that we're trying to get, honestly, mostly what we're trying to do is get it back to the conditions that existed before European settlement, like kind of what the state looked like naturally before.
I was going to ask, now, right now, if people were to go out, because I don't hunt a lot, very little, but do deer hunters and not duck, but deer hunters, while they're walking out to their stands, do they come across a quail all over the state?
Occasionally. And even in some of the commercial pine plantations in South Arkansas or, industrial timber industry, even in some of those cutovers down there, 2 or 3 years after a cutover, those areas will be really good for quail because it's kind of like been set back and grown back with the right ingredients to set it up for them.
Now, Roger, so I grew up quail hunting because of my uncle, and he loved to quail hunt. He had great dogs, but it's also a dangerous hunt because those birds, when you what's the word?
They flush.
You flush the covey up, Roger. You can walk up on them and you can actually see a covey of 15, 20, sometimes bigger than that. They're all sort of cuddled up and sitting there beside each other.
What's the noise they make?
I knew we were going to do it, man. I knew we were going to have that this morning.
That's a flutter.
So here's the deal. Man, just think about this. I've worked at Game and Fish 2 weeks ago. I celebrated my 19th anniversary working there. And I've never shot at a wild quail, never shot video of a wild quail in Arkansas. So it was
Cool deal.
It was a very cool deal. I mean, and we one, our quail biologist who was with us shot one time at a single. We kind of wild flush. We had a couple of German short hair pointers. Another biologist and our quail biologist both had their dogs. But when that first dog went on point on that covey of a dozen
Roger,
birds,
when that bird points, it's the coolest thing.
Listen, man, it was like we had a young woman who's a biologist for Quail Forever with us. There was 4 of us hunting, and then my camera guys were with us. And we, because like you said, the dog's on point. Where the birds are. They're right there.
They're right
so
there,
what's
big
coming.
boy. It's coming.
But like these, again, first time with wild birds, totally different than the little pen rays, little canned hunts that you do. We were all so mesmerized. Nobody pulled the trigger when that covey flushed. We all just make your noise, and then we're all just like, jaw agape as you're watching it happen, man.
My uncle would go, hunt dogs, come on, hunt dogs. And I said, ho, freeze, or whatever, because he would see a point. I can't remember the term he said, but when he saw one, he would tell all the dogs, stop, and all the dogs would stop. And then we'd walk over there, and sure enough, we'd get in position. You had to be careful, because if they could flop around you, all of a sudden you're turning around.
The recently departed Dick Cheney famously shot one of his buddies on a quail hunt in Texas.
And the quail is pretty good eating. It's a little rubbery.
I think it's pretty good. It's real good. I want to tell folks after the break about a really cool public land quail hunting opportunity that some permits were given out. You got to apply this week, though. So I'll tell you about that after the break.
All right, if you got a question or comment for Trey Reed, 661-1037. This is from Christmas vacation.
Yep. For sure.
Roger's in the Christmas mode.
You got to be. You got to be. If you're not going to be, let's
just.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Bowen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
This is SportsCenter.
A new top 4 in college football after last week's action. Number 1 is still Ohio State. Number 2 is still Indiana. A new number 3, that'll be the Georgia Bulldogs. They move up after their win in clean old-fashioned hate. Then Texas Tech jumps up to number 4 after posting an 11-1 regular season. At number 5 this week, the Oregon Ducks. Number 6, the Ole Miss Rebels with Pete Golding now at the helm. Number 7 is Texas A&M after they dropped with their loss to Texas last Friday. Number 8 is Oklahoma. Number 9 is Alabama. Number 10, Notre Dame. Number 11 is the BYU Cougars, who will take on Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. And then number 12 is the Miami Hurricanes. They will not be in the ACC championship game. One big note, Tulane is number 20, North Texas is number 24, and James Madison is number 25, which means if Duke beats Virginia in the ACC championship game, we'll most likely get 2 Group of 4 conference champions in the playoff. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Pay depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Hey folks, it's David Bazzell out here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood. When you need a new vehicle, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. You'll find a great selection, the best deals, and the most competitive finance rates in Central Arkansas. They'll treat you like family. No games, no gimmicks, and no bogus markups on the sticker price. You'll get Frank Fletcher's best deal right up front, and they'll give you more for your trade. Folks, Frank Fletcher doesn't want to just sell you a car. He wants to be your dealer for life. If you want to do that, you have to listen to the customer, so you'll know what they want. Then you give them what they want without any hassle or stress. That's the secret of Fletcher Dodge's success. They listen to you and they treat you right without any hassles or headaches. Just tell them what you want and how much you want to pay. General Manager Chris Zippy Zender has been with Frank Fletcher for decades. He and his great staff know how to take care of a customer. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop them online at FletcherDeals.com. That's FletcherDeals.com. And make sure and tell them the boys from Morning Mayhem sent you. It's FletcherDeals.com.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
In the morning and I'm feeling fine. I gotta move it to 609. I tune the radio to the buzz, cause I don't wanna miss shouting
Los Angeles.
Saying I don't wanna miss shouting
Los Angeles.
A 609er is who I am. I'm the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem. I say the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem.
Yeah!
It's Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. If you've got questions about outdoor life in Arkansas, Trey is the guy with all the answers. Brought to you by Arts Marine. Arts Marine in North Little Rock has been carrying Yamaha, G3, and Tohatsu for over 50 years. Call them today at 753-7351.
Great to have Trey here on Wednesdays. I love the fact that our listeners now, we've got so many so many interesting, silly, stupid things we say on our button.
Flag it.
Yeah, flag. Everybody heard what I said, and when I knew, even when I was saying it, I knew
couldn't stop.
You know what?
You know how hard it is to
That's what I wanted to say.
Keep a straight face when Roger or Josh are making googly eyes at each other.
I felt Josh looking at me. I didn't say a word.
Hey, I want to apologize for not getting the memo to wear my Morning Mayhem shirt today. It is a consistent uniform
look at that.
among
look
the.
at that.
You feel left out.
Thanks to Steve Qualls and Design Lab for these amazing shirts.
I have one of these shirts, but I didn't know I was supposed to wear it today.
But say you do have one, and if you don't out there, what a great Christmas gift!
Oh,
idea.
you kidding me? Whether it be a dry fit hoodie. Or what you and I have? Well, I have on a big cotton hoodie, and you have on a long. It's traditional, and Baz, you have on a crew neck long sleeve.
I know.
Is what you have, absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to see Steve on Friday down at the Hot Springs Country
Camo
Club.
Kids fundraiser. Real quick from the 501, I was just up in the area that Trey was talking about yesterday. I drove from one end of Low Gap Road to the other. I wish I had a GoPro in my car. Driving through the mountains at 25 miles an hour was an experience I'll never forget. The mountains of the valleys, I saw tons of deer. There were signs that had a bear on them. I just assumed that meant there was a bear in the area. It was beautiful. So
yeah, man. We're so lucky to live in Arkansas, man. I mean, the geographic and diversity. Yeah. I mean, from the Ozarks and the Ouachitas and all that he's talking about. I mean, and a lot of people think even like, the Delta's boring, it's flat, but I dig it. Of course,
you almost start singing a song there.
I'm a child of the Delta.
Oh, Arkansas. Someone says here, and now back to the hate. Before I submit an FOI, how much did the AGFC make off logging?
It varies, but I can tell you this. I want to say last year was around $300,000 or something like that. I mean, so when you're talking about a $140 million annual budget, that's not very much money. And so one of the things that people don't understand, we low grade, number one, we're only cutting trees to create better wildlife habitat and to more closely mimic the conditions that historically existed in these areas. But every bit of that money that we do make, albeit not much, goes right back into the wildlife management program. So it's not. I'll tell you this: we make almost as much money selling our Arkansas Wildlife magazine, which has 5 issues in the calendar every year, and we make a lot more money, about $1 million a year, on that conservation license plate that you see on the back of cars. So I just got to tell you, man, FOI all you want, but I mean, we just don't make that much money off of timber sales.
I do like the idea of one of our listeners using FOIA to obtain the records of how much money you make getting logging trees.
Yeah, I'm sure we probably, since that is a frequently asked question, it's probably an FAQ on our website and probably some information that would be almost, okay, hit send on the email because you're not the first to have asked for it.
Roger, this sounds like something out of a movie here. This is from the 501. One of the coolest things in nature is to see a litter of Brittany Daniels, and you put a feather on a stick, and you throw it out there, and those little bitty puppies point.
Yeah, man.
What is a Brittany Daniels?
Brittany Spaniels, I think, is what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Brittany Daniels.
That was the actress who was in.
Adult.
I remember her from Happy Days.
That is Happy Days. You bastard.
So many cool dog breeds out there, But
well, I will say this: don't you think too of Quail? Only because I spent time around my late uncle. You've got to have great dogs to do if you want to be. I mean, you really need to have well-trained dogs.
You really or a dog. I mean, but I mean, like you said, we did kick one up, wild flush, walking through the grass.
Wild flush.
Yeah.
Wild flush. That sounds like a Justin Moore line. Wild flush rushing through the dog.
Yeah, you can do that, but
actually, people bird hunt.
Sure,
I mean, look how much meat are you going to get off a quail? It is pretty tasty.
Just the whole process.
It's like watching the dogs and that appreciation.
Is it a 4-inch
Roger,
fillet?
Is
that what it is?
When they get locked in on a covey of quail, and
it's like a statue, man.
Yeah, they're so rigid.
Yeah.
They don't move.
Oh, I've seen Best of Show.
Yeah, and I remember you walk up that's when you sort of peek over, you can sort of see them.
Right.
I remember one time we flushed up
It's like
a covey.
playing red light, green light.
There was just one dog.
Yeah, no doubt.
There was like one dog, and all of a sudden we flushed that covey, and apparently there were like 20 other coveys. And I'm swearing to you, it must have been 100 quail that just exploded out of this field that just it was just beautiful. And here's the deal, Roger. There's not a straight line. They're all over the place. I mean, that's why you got to be careful.
Very busy. Very busy.
I remember as a kid, I came up with my shotgun.
That's why Cheney shot a man.
Yeah, you got to be careful because you're.
Same thing in a duck blind too. You got to be careful. You can't just.
Yeah. So
willy-nilly on that.
Most of it's having a duck blind. Everybody's facing the same direction. At
right,
least,
exactly.
But
you can't. You better shoot in the same direction instead of leaning to your left or right.
Before we lose the quail hunting thread here, I do want to tell folks through Sunday you have an opportunity to apply at agfc.com. We've got a couple of areas: Stone Prairie Wildlife Management Area, which is right across from the firing range up outside of Mayflower, across from Camp Robinson. SUA also was a part of Camp Robinson back in the day, and then Little Bayou WMA, which is down around Dermont. These are two areas where we've done a lot of this habitat work, like I was talking about, and really seeing results. But they're not big enough that like if we just opened it up and everybody go quail hunting there, they wouldn't be there very long.
Right.
So we have a limited quail permit hunt. It's coming up, I think it's a week from Saturday, but you got to apply by Sunday. We got another one coming up in January, and then we'll have an application period I'll talk about here on the Buzz in a few weeks. But it is a $5 application fee. But look, if you don't have a dog, go ahead and put in. But like you were talking about, you really need a dog. Yeah. But here's the great thing, man. Our quail biologist Clint Johnson, one of the guys I hunted with yesterday, got a pretty good network, got his own dog. He would be happy to pair, if you draw that permit and don't have a dog, try to get you connected with somebody that's got a bird dog. And here's the thing, a bird dog handler, if they don't have a gun, they don't count against your number of 4 people that you can have on the hunt.
And these dogs have to be trained.
Yeah, but David, I mean, here's the thing. Many of these bird dogs, they do need to be trained, but it's just instinctual, man. I mean, it's like you were talking the caller that texted a while ago. I mean, I was talking to Clint about it yesterday. He goes, man, I did a little bit of work with tying a wing to a piece of string in the backyard. Like, they just kind of have it, man. They just kind of know what they're supposed to do.
When Roger gets on point, on a joke, I see him over there, and he's
locked up, man.
He gets. I see.
Does he raise that front paw up?
I see, and I said, here comes a good one. I look at it. He's it's locked on. I know it's coming. I know he's getting ready to flush up some funny. He's flushing up some funny.
I'm flushing up funny. You were so weird.
We got to say hello to Josh's mom and Josh's dog. How do you pronounce his?
Bowie.
Bowie.
It's like David Bowie.
David Bowie. Bowie is
Boy. Is it Boy, not Joey?
Joey and Boy.
Is it Joey and Boy?
Yeah, Joey and Boy, my dog.
Joey and Bowie.
He is a.
Is this David Bowie?
Yeah. So Bowie.
Joey, how are you? Because that
Vizsla.
was weird last night.
A Hungarian bird dog. He does not hunt.
Yeah, Vizsla.
But yeah,
bird dog. See, I don't see nationality. Why couldn't you
he's
say bird dog?
He's a Hungarian.
Nationality.
Hungarian bird dog.
A lot of guys hunt with Vizslas.
What is that?
They sure do.
Vizsla.
But some of them get that taken care of at birth.
Somebody said that when Baz's bird dog enters a rattlesnake area, Baz yells, "Please!" Very good. Very
that's
good.
a great one.
You have talked about your uncle backing
that
off.
is your safe word.
Freeze! And my uncle, and remember I told you the story, a rattlesnake hit one of his young dogs, and he walked up, and his eyeball had come out, where the rattlesnake had bit him, and he put the eyeball back into the socket. And
did you say he had English pointers? Is that what he hunted with?
I don't remember what they were, to be honest with you, but he had
English pointers, Hungarian terriers.
He had about 6 or
German
7
short-hair pointers.
Short
a lot of foreign dogs
Brittany
in the bird
Daniels.
dog world.
Brittany Daniels.
Let me tell you, he was those dogs were like his kids. He cried like
sure.
He was as mean and tough of an old Navy sailor as you've ever been.
Yeah.
But when one of his dog died, I mean, I saw it. I mean, he wept like it. I mean, it was like his child. Because he spent so much time with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they spend all day with him, and he trains them, he feeds them. And they're like a kid, and it's like any dog, but especially when you're active with them so much, and they do so much interaction.
Well, you've got so much invested in them too, not just financially, but I mean time-wise.
Oh, absolutely.
And
your
emotional currency.
Absolutely.
Also,
why don't you get a kid to do it?
Let's take a break. When we come back, one of the questions here I saw that came up on, I think, Channel 7 yesterday. Why not let the public hunt hogs on WMAS instead of paying thousands on helicopter rides and hunts? How many are going big-time donors to y'all, whatever? How many going are big?
Zero is your short answer. Only federal employees, not a single game and fish employee, no donors, no commissioners. Come on, guys. We talk about this every year.
So when we come back to, I did see, we're back having an issue again with the hogs.
Well, we have for years, and we always will.
I didn't know why there was also in the story was
we just put a press release out to let folks know, and of course, the haters come out. Y'all selling those helicopter hunts for money.
Which one of you boys has some logging land?
Here's the bad thing. Even my own friends, I've gotten 2 texts the past 2 days. Hey, man, you going on a helicopter ride?
That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, you can go down to Texas and do that.
Sure
no, this is the U.S. Department of Agriculture. We don't all we do is block the roads off so nobody gets into the zone where we're trying to shoot those, or they are trying to shoot those hogs.
Somebody says the best quail hunting scene in the movie is in Wedding Crashers. I don't remember what happened. What happened?
Does one of them get shot in the butt? Does one of them
was
Bradley Cooper shooting somebody?
Or quail?
I thought it was duck.
I remember Vince Vaughn is he's just out there. Like, it really does not want to be in the woods hunting quail.
We'll Google it during the break and find out. All right,
also, wait a minute. I got a message from a guy. We'll have to ask Justin when he gets on with us. This fella says, I reffed a pulling game last night. Justin had to be in the crowd somewhere. I called walk on a pulling player and heard someone behind me yell, "Why don't you read a rule book?" So we'll have to find that out.
All right, if you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037, call or text.
This is John Lennon saying on behalf of the Beatles, have a very happy Christmas and a good New Year. George Harrison speaking. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish very, very Christmas listeners everywhere.
This is Ringo Starr, and I'd just like to say Merry Christmas and a really Happy New Year to all listeners.
Hey everybody, live racing is just around the corner from returning to Oaklawn. Starting this season, the racing schedule is divided up into 2 sessions, the holiday racing season and the classic racing season. The holiday racing season is from opening day, December 12th through January 4th, and then the classic racing season is from January 30th through May 2nd. And while you're waiting for the Oaklawn season, you can still beat my picks each week on the Oaklawn Sports app. Of course, that's really easy this year. The Oaklawn Sports app is Arkansas's best sports betting app. And now is the time to download the Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store to get in on the action. Futures, outright winners, spreads, totals, player props, game props, and live in-game wagering. If you can name it, you can probably bet on it with the Oaklawn Sports app. New Oaklawn Sports customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Check out all the details and rules in the Oaklawn Sports app. Also, check out all the great entertainment coming to Oaklawn at Oaklawn.com. You need to join all the fun at Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Fort Thompson's in Sherwood is extending Black Friday deals. 25% off all full-priced apparel through December 6th. Stop by today or visit FortThompson.com. Fort Thompson's in Sherwood.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Scrumptious holiday food. If you give in, you get out to either the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. 50% off the joining fee from now till December 31st. And in the year 26, people will witness the fitness.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. When a deep injury is done to us, we never recover until we forgive. When Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk, forgave her husband's killer, it has continued to impact many, many other lives. Actor Tim Allen said her example inspired him to let go of the resentment he felt toward the drunk driver who killed his father decades ago. At these words now, I forgive the man who killed my father. May God help us all to be forgiving. All of us at Double B's are for living life to the fullest. That includes letting go of the pain and hurts of the past. Don't imprison yourself with resentment and hatred from your friends at Double B's. Let each of us enjoy this day that the Lord has made.
I'm Allison Greenwood. I live in Pulaski County. I got a notice from my insurance carrier saying that my premium was going up to over $1,000 a month. My insurance agent called me and said, hey, Farm Bureau has a new product. I said, well, tell me more. In less than 24 hours, I was signed up with the Farm Bureau health plan, saving over $500 a month, and I was a happy girl.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
This just in. There's a report out of the North Pole that Santa will not be in a sleigh this year. He has a new GV80 that he bought during the signature event at Genesis of Conway. According to a spokesman, it was the big offer that did it. The GV70, GV80, or G70 at 1.99% interest for 60 months. As for the reindeer, they'll be given 5 years off. A visit to Genesis of Conway, and you too will believe the future of luxury today.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
I hunt quail, Jeremy. They're overpopulated in this region, and they're decimating the grubworm population. You got a fucking problem with that?
Not nearly as much as I do with the attire that you have on, or just your general point of view towards everybody. But let's go kill some birds. I'm psyched.
Pour it out.
It was a quail hunt.
It was a quail hunt.
There's more to that scene. It's really fun.
Nice job there, Roger.
Decimating the bug population.
The combination of quotes there. Bob Seger right here. All right, not much time left. All right, the hog hunt.
Hog hunt. Well, to answer that question, you are allowed to kill all the hogs you want on 90% of Arkansas private land.
Gotcha.
And you can hunt them at night.
No public land.
No public land unless it's incidental, like if you're out on a permit deer hunt or you're archery hunting, you can take one. But
and why is
look,
that?
Game and Fish does a lot of extensive trapping, and look, hunters can help control the population, but they're not as effective at it as our trapping operations. We've removed like tens of thousands of hogs over the last number of years off of WMAs, and so that's why we don't allow hunting of hogs on our WMAs. But don't forget, hogs are not game animals. They are escaped livestock, and really it's an agriculture department. Now, we have a hog coordinator who's working on getting rid of them on our properties.
Do I thank Arch Marine for sponsoring Trey each week. Now, when that big thing traps 20 or 30, do you guys haul them off, or you kill them right there on the spot?
Kill them on the spot and leave them lay.
Leave them right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
just big piles of them. Let's see here. Trey, a lot of people are saying Arkansas deer numbers are low because they haven't killed as much as usual. I don't believe it. I think it's because the mass acorn crop. They don't have to move to eat. What are your thoughts?
100% agree with that. And the deer harvest is not really down. I don't, overall numbers, we don't have a census, but our harvest numbers, I want to say that we're up to like 150,000 deer that have been checked this year. So it's not, we're doing fine. I mean, harvest, that would indicate that our numbers are still pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have had a great acorn crop.
What did Trey say they were working on around Dermont? Was it Cutoff Creek?
Little Bio WMA. That's where we've done a lot of extensive habitat work and got a great response from the quail population.
Someone says here, timber from the 870, timber industry's way down too. Prices suck.
I mean, I don't know what that has to do with us, but yes,
You guys are setting the prices.
Well, no, that is a good point, and probably what that text is referring to is that like, we have a hard time just getting people to bid on our timber sale contracts.
Yeah.
Number one, they're all mostly, a lot of them are in low-lying areas. It's hard to work in. We have all these stipulations about leaving ruts and leaving, the remnants of the operation. We require them to clean up. And it's so low graded, they can't really make much money. And so when timber prices are suppressed like they currently are, well, it's just hard to get somebody to come in and cut them, man.
Roger, Trey has so many activities in his mind. So many activities that he has to know about. Do we want to get that one right there?
A call there.
Who's that? I can't see it.
That's Heath.
Heath, what you got, Heath? Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Now, I was just gonna call in and say hey to Trey. And a lot of people don't know this, but the Arkansas Game and Fish, they do a lot more than just they partner with schools in conservation programs. Our school being one of them, Sherwood, and around the state. And they just bring programs to kids that normally wouldn't get to, don't have access to like fishing or wildlife. We're actually going to have a archery program this year.
All right.
Which is fantastic for the elementary kids. Yeah, so, I mean, they do a lot of good work around the state. And I was just calling to say, hey, thank you, and we appreciate you, and you guys just have a blessed day.
Thank you, Heath.
Thanks,
it's
buddy.
great to hear some positivity, and our education division does amazing work working with the Department of Education statewide to implement curriculum right now.
Speaking of, someone says, good morning, fellas. Can one of you ask Trey why the AGFC has started charging for youth to get hunter's education?
We haven't if you still do the in-person class. Now, if you do one of the online options, which there are two, one of them's kind of a gamer-type scenario that's engage kids a little bit more. Those are something that are operated by an outside vendor, so we have to charge a little nominal fee for. But if you go do the in-person class, it's still free.
Here's one. Wild Flush, I think I love you. Get that? Get that a little play off the wild thing. Very nice. Hey, I was going to say 19. I heard you say 19 years for AGFC, right?
Yeah.
Wow, think about that.
In November, yeah. Hard to believe, man.
I'll say this, Trey and Josh. One thing about Trey, you can certainly disagree with him or whatever, but you got to appreciate your passion for what you do.
Thank you.
And I think AGFC is lucky to have you, and I know there's a lot of people out there, just like in government in general, they're not happy with the way government does things.
We're not perfect, man. We make mistakes, and a lot of this stuff that we're talking about with timber harvest and our green tree reservoir renovations, they're because of mistakes people at Game and Fish, our predecessors 40, 50 years ago, not to throw them under the bus.
Right.
We're trying to correct some of the mistakes they made, and it was just because they didn't have the technology. The science hadn't caught up with what they were trying to do good things, in a lot of cases, but we just didn't know. And so, look, man, we're not perfect, but I promise you that the men and women that work at the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission are trying to make things better. Number one, for the fish and wildlife, and number two, for the people of Arkansas.
If you weren't doing this, what would you want to do?
Oh, I don't. I mean, I was a journalist. I mean, I was a newspaper guy, TV, ESPN. I mean,
radio.
Dude, I love radio. It is by far my favorite medium.
Roger. I was listening to you run the board last night. It was you and Roger getting the.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it. When, y'all have any openings? Let me know.
Let's see if we can squeeze in one more call there, Roger, real quick before we go to break.
He's on there.
Good morning, caller. What's your name?
Hey, this is David from Cabot. I wrote a little poem, and Roger wanted me to call in.
I tell you what,
I've got it here. We can read it.
Oh, very well. I'll see if Josh can get it and do it in his voice, and that way we just have it.
All right.
Don't mind.
Yeah, hang on. We'll read it here in just a second.
Hang on, dude. Hang on.
Let's see if we can get, who is that? Derek? Derek, real quick, 30 seconds.
No, this is Jerry.
Okay, Jerry. Josh, take this guy and let him read his poem, please.
From the 479, from the 479, Trey is an avid hunter. Let me say thank you for all you guys who help keep hunting and fishing going for all of us.
Thanks.
So
appreciate that from the 479.
Some nice love.
Love it, man.
Yeah. All right, Trey,
y'all guys have a good one.
Yeah, thanks, Arch Marine. Hey, got a busy next hour coming up, including talking to someone in Washington that's trying to help get college sports back in order, if you will. So that's coming up along with Walt Coleman, Craig O'Neill, Rick Schaefer, and more. Don't go away.
A lot of talk.
Why do you have to talk like that?
And a lot more attitude.
If you have a problem, turn off your station.
1037 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Wednesday, Rick Schaefer and I have a short show before the Arkansas Razorbacks take on the Louisville Cardinals. So we're packing it all in. How about Carlton Safa by way of Bet Saracen? Scoop and Score with Kevin Bohannon and hogsports.com. Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. See you Wednesday. 1037 The Buzz.
One man can't make it to team. 1037 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
An equine virus is shutting down horse shows, rodeos, and other events across the country. The timing of this outbreak could also impact Oaklawn and Hot Springs. The racing season is scheduled to start next Friday, December 12th, and any horse coming in from Louisiana, Oklahoma, or Texas will have to provide a health certificate within 72 hours of entering Oaklawn stables. A veterinarian will also have to provide a statement confirming the horse has not been at a facility where the virus has been diagnosed. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is working around the clock to repair the Dardanelle Lock and Dam after it was hit by a barge. The barge hit the Miter Gate about 2 weeks ago and caused damage to the gate both above and underwater. They say they need to move quickly so barges that are vital to the economy can start getting through again. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great day.
Catch the Buzz on all our social media platforms presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. It's hot tub season at Luxury Pool and Spa. Online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen up as Monte Harrison joins Drive Time Sports each week, courtesy of Absolute Roofing and Construction, for your business or home, covering the state one roof at a time. Call Tiger Lee for your free estimate, 501-380-5543. That's 501-380-5543.
Hey, Central Arkansas, Roger Scott here to tell you about my friends at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. The folks over at Alcoa Community FCU have been proudly serving their members since 1957. After a recent expansion, Alcoa can now serve 15 counties in Central Arkansas. If you live, work, or worship in any of the 15 counties, you're eligible to be a member. So if you're looking for a new financial institution, take a look at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. They have all the services that you need and expect. You need a high-yield checking account? Check out the Casasa checking account paying up to 6% APY. Looking for a new mortgage? Or if you need to refinance your current mortgage loan, the real Matt Jones has got you covered. How about a HELOC to help you with a kitchen remodel or another big project? Robert Chumley, he's your guy. Need a low-rate auto loan or to refinance your new side-by-side or duck boat? Leah, Mondi, and Charlie are the experts that you need to get everything done. No matter what your financial services needs are, Alcoa Community FCU has a solution for you. Go to alcoacommunityfcu.org today and see if you're eligible to become a member.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know, Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey guys, it's Dee Dee from Ava Bella Day Spa. I know you're stuck on what to get her for Christmas. Hey, I got your back, and your legs, and your face, and your arms, and your shoulders, and your neck. How about a relaxation massage or a whole spa package? For $125, she can get a 30-minute facial, a 1-hour massage, and time in our Himalayan salt infrared sauna. Go to avabelladayspa.com. Merry Christmas from Ava Bella Day Spa.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's, and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app.
You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable.
That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options.
And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab.
Nah, he's going to miss.
It's good!
That's bad.
Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're leaving for work, but the garage door won't open. Is it the opener? Is it a broken spring? Now you're late and your car is trapped. Don't panic. It's easy to schedule a convenient same-day service with a trained technician from Overhead Door Company of Little Rock, the original Red Ribbon Garage Door Company trusted in Little Rock since 1967. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online at overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
7-0 and 7-0 game.
Here are David BAZZEL.
Joy Chestnut is back.
Roger Scott.
Well, both of them have passed, one by his own hand.
And Justin Moore.
How big old boy are you?
It is 7:06. Let's go ahead, Raj. Let's bring in, we got a busy hour.
Where is he?
We're going to visit with Bruce Westerman, Congressman from the 4th District.
Right.
He's in D.C. today. They're voting on the SCORE Act.
Yeah.
And the SCORE Act is the NCAA and the conferences like the SEC, their way of trying to get some guardrails back on college sports. So We'll visit with him, but let's bring in Rick Schaefer first.
Listen, mister.
Rick Schaefer on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Edwards Food Giant. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people. The only stop you'll ever need to make your family's grocery needs.
Good morning, Rick.
You know, as you play that introduction, I'm thinking, why don't you play the introduction to the Lone Ranger or something? It's at least that old. I mean, good grief.
Whoa!
It's been years
You know what?
since we said that.
I agree, Rick. Listen, Roger, let's get him a new one. Let's get him a new one.
You don't have to have anyone. It's okay.
Listen,
I'm just happy to be with you.
We need a new one for Rick. We got it. Terry Bradshaw said his is the greatest introduction. Anything he's ever done is the introduction.
Really?
Yes.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
no
we
kidding.
have him on every Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So Roger, hey, so let it be written.
No. So let it be done.
All right, before we get
It's okay.
no, we're
Yeah.
gonna get it done. I agree with you. It's just time for
Yeah.
change. We've had that for what, 10 years, 8 or 10 years,
and it may be time for change in college athletics. I'm really thankful that you allowed.
The Rick Schaefer.
Roger's thinking already. What were you saying there, Rick? You were saying it's good to have Bruce on to see what he's going to say?
Good to be on with Bruce. He's a great guy. I actually saw him in Hot Springs last
where
year
he's from.
when we had not last year, a couple months in August for the baseball weekend. I was there for that. We were doing the show. He came in with his family. They were having dinner in there. It was nice. But anyway, a smart guy, and I happen to know Steve Womack very well too, who's in Congress. And if all 435 reps were like him, I'd have a lot more confidence in what the government does. But at any rate, I've looked at this SCORE Act. I'm anxious to hear what he has to say about it. And because with a new football coaching hire, you can say, okay, is this guy a good hire? I think so, yes.
Yeah.
But the key is it going to be a level playing field? And as you remember, David, when you were being recruited, it was all about the school, the facilities, and the coaches. It wasn't about extra money.
That's right.
And now it seems like it's 80% of the discussion with these players is money. You know, I'm being asked, and you probably are too, 4 players from Arkansas have flipped and are coming to the University of Arkansas. Is it because they want to be Razorbacks? Is it because they feel like there's a new coach coming and it's going to be a new generation? Or did they get offered more money than they've been offered before?
It could have been a combination.
And we don't know the answer to that. Only those guys know the answer to that. And I noticed one of the things in the SCORE Act is transparency and accountability. Now, won't that be amazing? And what does that mean? Because usually, and Bruce, if you're listening already, I'm sorry, but a lot of times when government people talk about transparency, it doesn't mean it's going to be transparent. So I just wonder how that's going to play out. But nonetheless, I do like the hire. We got home from church Sunday. My wife's looking at social media. I don't look at that too much, but she does. And she's saying, wow, the responses to this aren't very positive. And I was surprised by that because, frankly, a couple of months ago when names started floating around, his was one of them.
Yeah.
And they beat Arkansas. And then you look at his record against these other coaches that got jobs in the SEC, it's really good.
Yep.
And so I couldn't understand it. And I think it's kind of turned as people are warming to the fact. And then the other thing is we get hit with drive time sports, and you probably do too, is how can we not have a big name?
Yeah.
Well, who is a big name? Wait, so and I asked a group of men I was with Monday morning, I said, if it hadn't been him, help me when I go on drive time today, who would be a big name?
Yeah.
Arizona State's coach. Really?
You're not going to get him.
Yeah. Who? Well, you're not going to get him. And in Arkansas, do they really know much about him? Or Matt Campbell at Iowa State? Really?
Well,
do you think that Arkansas doesn't think it's better than Iowa State? I mean, it's so.
Well,
I think it's a good hire.
Matt Campbell did interview for the Lions job a couple years ago. I mean, it's
good for him. I wish if he'd have got it, fine.
Well, it's a couple things. I think we got Bruce on the line. Number one, Number two, Bruce. Coach will be introduced tonight at the game, just like all the other coaches have been introduced last night at their games, and I think he'll get a great reception tonight. I think it'll be a real, it'll be a big crowd.
We got nowhere to go.
Let's go to the Hodges Glass Little Rock.
Nowhere to go but up. You're right.
Glass Hotline and talk to Congressman Bruce Westerman. For those that don't know, was raised Roger, and his home is in Hot Springs. Graduated valedictorian of Fountain Lake High School. Played football at the U of A in Fayetteville for Ken Hatfield. Yeah. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Biological and Agricultural Engineering in 1990, and then got a Master of Science in Forestry from Yale. So anyway, good guy, and he's got some interesting work on the Hill today. Let's bring him in now. Good morning, Congressman. How are you? Bruce Westerman.
Hey, good morning, David. Good to be with you.
Glad you're with us. I looked in the, for those that don't know, it's called the SCORE Act, Student Compensation and Opportunity Through Rights and Endorsements. So there's a little mouthful there for SCORE. But there's so much in this bill, Bruce. We'd probably take an hour to chop it up since we don't have that time. Give us sort of an overview of what's happening here and who's against it, who's for it, the good and the bad, and what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, to be brief, we can just talk about briefly on the history, and then I'll lay out some of the major points of it. But, this started back in 2015 with some lawsuits out in California with O'Bannon versus NCAA, right, where the court said that athletes should be compensated. Then you had another lawsuit. You ended up with a class action lawsuit that just got settled in June of this year called House versus NCAA. And these decisions have, one of them gone to the Supreme Court. So most of your listeners are probably like me. The last thing I wanted to see was Congress get involved in regulating college sports. But the fact that the Supreme Court made this ruling, the only remedy to fix the court's ruling is to have Congress act. And that's how the SCORE Act came about. And the major thing it does is, first, it creates continuity and consistency across the country. Mm-hmm. When all the NIL stuff broke, you had states writing their own NIL laws. So I think you've got 33 different states with laws on name, image, and likeness and athlete compensation. So you got this patchwork all across the country, and there's no consistency in that. So if the federal government acts and we pass the SCORE Act and it gets signed into law, you'll have the same law across the country. So every university, every state will be operating under the same law, so you get consistency there.
Right.
And the two big things that have come out from all this NIL stuff is salary caps and the transfer portal. So right now we're operating kind of under the Wild West, where there's no salary caps and there's no limits on transferring. So it's kind of like you think in pro sports, free agency with no salary caps. The way the SCORE Act addresses the salary cap, it takes from the House versus NCAA settlement, where in the settlement they said that they're going to take the average of the Power 4 universities' per school income, which is right at $100 million per year, and the athletes are entitled to 22% of that. So it's starting out at $20.5 million per year, and that will be graduated as income increases. So that is the cap. That's where you can pay players to play, but for all your athletic programs, all the funding has to come out of that cap that will be the same across the country. Now, if you're not in a Power 4 conference and your TV and other revenues don't generate that amount of money, your boosters can make up to that amount, but you can't go over that amount. So you can still have your collectives, but the function of the collective will change, especially for the Power 4 schools. And athletes will still be able to receive name, image, and likeness pay above what comes out of that salary cap. But it has to be legitimate name, image, and likeness. So,
Bruce, let me stop.
For example.
Let me stop you there, Bruce. Just on that. So I thought that was defined in the House settlement, that whole the definition of what that NIL is going to be. I thought there was a lot of arguments about that. Was that not sufficient? And what this bill does makes it clearer than what was done in the House settlement arrangement.
Yeah, and it's what we call codifying a court decision. So if Congress passes this, it gives antitrust protection to the universities, and it says this is the law of the land.
Right.
The fear now is there could still be more lawsuits that make this even more combobulated going forward.
Right.
So if Congress puts this into law, a big part of it is codifying the House versus NCAA settlement.
Bruce, and also, too, how does this affect? I know I saw a lot of the Olympic sports were excited about this bill. Tell us how that affects, other sports besides just, football or basketball.
Yeah, so every school has to, all the programs they have, and you're required to have so many programs like under Title IX. So you can still compensate athletes in revenue-producing sports. Most universities, football is a revenue-producing sport. At Arkansas, it's football and basketball, and baseball almost produces revenue. But it requires them to maintain the programs under Title IX, which if you don't get the antitrust provisions in place, then you could have football players suing and saying, well, we generate all the revenue, we should get all the revenue, and what you would eventually see are schools doing away with women's sports and non-revenue producing programs. So it protects women's sports, and it protects sports that produce our athletes for the Olympics.
David, I have a quick question. Can we go back to the revenue split? So what did you say the revenue split would be, Bruce? The percentage?
It's 22% of the average per school income of the Power Four conferences.
So,
and that came out of the House settlement.
Are you all concerned about potential pushback because college football is the second most popular American sport by TV viewership, and the NFL, they split it 51-48. The NBA is 51-49 between owners and players, and then the NHL is 50-50. So, I mean, those are the three, other big sports leagues that we kind of talk about. Are you afraid of any pushback on that 18 to 22% number compared to those other numbers?
There's going to be pushback in Congress, but the reason we settled on the 22 is because that's what came out of the House settlement. There's been a lot of back and forth on arriving at that number. You've also got to consider college athletes are getting tuition and their education paid for, and this does put an emphasis back on the education part of college as well, which what the law will do it will create a new organization called the Interstate Intercollegiate Athletic Association, which will be an oversight body that's appointed, but you'll still have the NCAA operating under that to make rules on transfer portals, on academic requirements. So you'll also level the playing field on the academic requirements and the ability to transfer, which will be the same across the country again.
All right, if you just joined the show, we've got Congressman Bruce Westerman on from the 4th Congressional District here in Arkansas, and he's talking about the SCORE Act, the Student Compensation and Opportunity Through Rights and Endorsement bill that's I guess it's going to be voted on today. By the way, we need to invite or welcome Justin Moore onto the show. Good morning, Justin. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are y'all?
Oh, good. We've got Craig O'Neill here. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, y'all. I don't got nothing to say. I keep wanting to hear Bruce.
And then we also have Rick Schaefer that's listening in Fayetteville, who was your SID when you played as well, Bruce, and as well as my SID.
Yeah, Rick's a great guy. All those are great folks you guys assembled on your show. So it's just an honor to be on here.
So
with my voice in the mix of all you guys.
Well, Bruce, you're a great guy. You got a great reputation. Real quick here. So, what are the realities? I've read that there's a lot of folks on the Democratic side of the aisle that don't like this bill. There's another similar bill to what you're talking about today that one Republican wants to put out there. What do you think is going to happen with this bill, with this vote? What do you think? Where do you think it's going to go?
I think the bill will pass the House today. Then it's obviously got to go through the Senate. The opposing view of this is people want to make athletes employees of the university. That way they can form unions and negotiate, and you get into all of that. This bill would prevent that, but it would, I think, create a framework that's consistent across the country where you can adequately compensate college players for what they're doing.
Do you think it has a strong chance of getting through the Senate? Obviously, you're going to get through the House, you feel like today, but what about the Senate side? Do you think there will have to be other compromises, or do you feel good about the majority of the bill?
I'm sure there will be some compromises. It's very rare that we pass a bill out of the House and the Senate says, you guys did such a great job in the House, we're just going to pass it. Right. So they'll want their fingerprints on it, but I think this is the strongest piece of legislation that's in Congress that addresses the NIL and college athletics.
And this is endorsed by all the major. I think I saw 31 different organizations from a college sports standpoint. Conferences like the SEC, Greg Sankey, the NCAA. They're all in the corner of this, which means I'm sure there's going to be people who point that out and don't feel like that's
all the people in charge who make all the money are in favor of this bill.
Right. So you've got that going, and so again, I think we go back, Roger. We've talked about this. there has been government involvement in college football, and it goes back to Teddy Roosevelt when players were dying because of the wedge and all that. He said, hey, I want all the leaders of college football to come to the White House. We're going to figure out a solution. So there is a little precedent for involvement. Usually, Bruce, people don't want more government interaction, but at the same time, it sounds like a lot of people are saying, yeah, we need it because of the endless lawsuits that are going on, and they're just, the inconsistency from state to state. So I think people have asked for this help, and we've been talking about the word guardrails for a long time, and maybe this is what you feel like it could help with some of the guardrails.
Yeah, and I think that it's going to give a lot more consistency. And again, I was right up front saying, man, Congress doesn't need to get involved in college athletics. But the fact that the Supreme Court ruled on this case,
right,
that's the only remedy.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of discussion and work that's gone into this legislation. Not to say it's perfect yet, but it's moving through the process where changes can be made, and ultimately there'll be some kind of compromise, and a law will get signed, and that'll be the law of the land that people will have to abide by.
I have one more question, David, about the College Sports Commission. So it says, does this bill, Bruce, allow this new commission to punish rule breakers? I believe it's what I'm reading here, is that they would have ultimate say in punishing schools as opposed to the NCAA?
The IIAA, I think is what it's going to be called. I see that as just an oversight board that's looking over, like the NCAA, and also looking over the collectives, looking over the whole compensation part, the antitrust laws, the transfer portals, the rules that the NCAA makes. But my understanding is the NCAA will still be the rulemaking authority. And right now they have no authority. If they tried to make a law about you can't transfer 4 times, or you can only transfer 2 times, or you get a lawsuit that would, and under Sherman antitrust laws, they would probably lose the lawsuit. But Congress will give that cover so that they can actually make rules that are consistent across the country. People say the NCAA has no backbone or no teeth right now. They're correct. Because all this is tied up in the legal system.
Bruce, to sum it up,
go ahead, Rick.
Sum it up, for everything, if this passes, to sum it up, will every school have equal opportunity? That's the thing. If you're at Arkansas and you're looking at Georgia and Alabama and those LSU and thinking, can you ever catch up with them? Can you go back to the day where relationships can win you players because the money is going to be about equal?
That's correct. And the universities are going to have to figure out how to divvy up that $20 million that they get to pay players directly. And again, if a player has a name, image, and likeness that is legitimate and can sell, the collective can be used to market those players. So you'll still have a collective. It just won't be as important. And I don't know if you can ever get total parity, but I think this is going to put it much more back on a level playing field where I think you're going to see athletes staying with the schools that they select out of high school much longer. There will still be an opportunity for them to transfer, but it's not just going to be, I don't like, I thought I did well in spring practice and my NIL is not enough, so I'm joining the transfer portal, that kind of thing.
Bruce, hey, thanks so much for jumping on with us. Good luck today, and we'll be following this bill. And I know you put a lot of time and effort into it. Plus, you're a former player, been there, done that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think we all would agree that we need some changes, we need some guardrails, and so maybe this will do it. It'll be interesting to watch what happens the next few days, next few weeks.
It sure will. I'm sure there will be plenty to update and to watch in this area, and it's exciting times for athletics in Arkansas. So great to be with you, and appreciate you giving me a chance to explain the SCORE Act.
All right, thanks, Bruce. Bruce Westerman, appreciate you, Bruce. Thanks so much.
I will say this, David. After listening to Bruce, I have said for years, don't let Congress get involved. They mess up just about everything. After listening to Bruce, I think it's good that they are, because here's what I didn't understand was that because of the Supreme Court ruling, that's what made the NCAA powerless. Right. And because you look at it and you think they are powerless, but from what he's saying, this will give some authority back to them and will create somewhat of a level playing field. I mean, if Arch Manning, wherever he'd have gone to school, he might be selling glasses because he's a big name. But there are very few big names like Arch Manning out there.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be.
I think it was one of our listeners pointed this out. The D3 Auto Sales text line. I think it's what he meant to say. He said he used the word "fix" when talking about the judicial branch's ruling. The Supreme Court is not together on very much. The one thing that they have been in favor of the entire time recently has been athletes' rights. And I think the idea that they have to fix the judicial branch's decision with what they've been doing, with how they've empowered players, I'm not sure I'm totally on board with that.
Well, I mean, but yeah, that's fair to say. But the Supreme Court isn't always 100% right. Maybe,
I know, but you've got people across both sides of the aisle coming together on that.
But I'm just saying what you see
that
here.
That didn't always make me happy either.
Well, what you see here is a system that's not. Most people feel like it's not sustainable, and it's just there's no rules, and it's just out of hand. So I don't mind them trying. This is what we've talked about. This is maybe the only way, because everything's turning into litigation, and they're never going to win. Because you know what? We got to give the kids everything they want. Give them everything. They can transfer 19 times. They can do what you can't run.
Somebody has to do that, but the NCAA's not going to do it, and the NCAA is still going to be in charge.
I mean, Lane Kiffin could leave his team before a college football playoff too.
But I don't know if y'all have been reading this about. Okay, eventually it may be one super conference. And if it's one super conference with 60 schools, and then if a school has bad years 3 or 4 years in a row, they dump them and bring in maybe somebody who's pretty good on just below that.
Wow.
And I think about, that's what I was reading yesterday. Yeah, and that's what I was reading yesterday. I'm thinking, so what if Arkansas, over the last, since Chad Morris, they've had a couple decent years, and that's it. What if they got kicked out?
Yeah.
And so that's why I asked Bruce, can this be a system where a school like Arkansas or anybody in the SEC, because it's such a competitive league, or any league, can you win without having, like Texas Tech as a billionaire that came in and basically brought their program from nothing to great?
Right. Well, and by the way, too, I think one of our listeners said this, and this is an issue, is the collectives and that money, that NIL, that's the thing that can be the problem there, because he needs to give the players, they can do what they want to, make all the money. And if that thing is loosely managed, it does allow for people to manipulate ways to get colleges more money. And that's the enforcement deal will be interesting there on how you enforce to be fair.
And that changed, Baz, from year 1 to year 2 on the manipulation.
We've seen a lot of change.
Because now we've got Frank Fletcher paying, hiring. As long as there's a loophole, somebody's going to find it.
I think that's the other thing, is how do you manage that NIL?
Right.
How do you get that to where it's fair and it works for players, but then it's not abused?
That's not uncommon in all sports. Kawhi Leonard's going through the same thing right now with the Clippers, right? So this is not something that is just would.
How do you control that? If you're Ohio State, you're Texas, you got $50 million that you generate in NIL funds for your players, and that makes it up
back out the window.
Yeah, it's a crazy
deal. The money.
By the way, the expectation is that Senate Democrats will kill this bill. That is the expectation.
Well, yeah, the Democrats aren't in favor if you look at most of the comments so far.
Well, because they feel it's
restricting. They feel it's restricting.
Yes, they're pretty pro-union too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
makes sense.
Also, Bruce, Rick, I mean, I'd listed those other sports, the revenue splits, where the players get around 50% of the revenue. College football, it's not a debate. It is the second most popular American sport by TV viewership.
Yeah.
There is no reason the players should accept.
Well,
it's not the same.
22%.
Not the
Josh,
same.
The professional leagues are not.
It's not the same.
They're not ruled by Title IX. That's if things are like they should be, then every college should have about 3 or 4 sports.
Right, but I mean, the college ball playoff is a totally independent.
But I know,
I agree with you, but what he's saying, without regulations, there would be no women's sports.
Yeah.
If there wasn't Title IX, there would be no women's sports.
But Rick, you and I would agree that, like, just because for football, Iowa and Oregon are in the same conference, and that can make some sense.
That's
I mean, the Chargers
ridiculous.
play the Bills
that makes
every
no
year.
sense at all.
Yeah.
But for football, it can make some sense. But women's soccer for Iowa should not be traveling to go and play Oregon. That makes no financial sense at all.
UCLA. Yeah, I agree.
Right.
You need the government to tell you that.
Huh?
Yeah.
You need the government to tell you that UALR shouldn't wrestle
but they joined.
What I'm
joined
saying
those
is that
leagues.
we
They joined those leagues.
Yeah, for
They
money,
willingly joined the leagues.
I know, but
therefore,
that was a mistake.
You can't say you can't play volleyball against each other just because you play football.
Right, but I mean, I think we would all agree it makes a lot more sense to have Oregon play Oregon State, Washington State, Washington.
Money,
as
obviously,
opposed to-
money is the motivator here.
But they're losing money on that part of it.
Yeah,
But that's not going to change.
But I will say this thing, the reason it has worked for 100 years is because it's based in a college setting. We can keep going towards this pro sports deal, but let me tell you, if it's not based, as a matter of fact, here's the other argument. I know we got to let you go, Rick. I've heard several people talking about this calendar. The bottom line is that the national championship game has to be done by January 1. You will not, and you know what you do? You eliminate the conference championship. You start a week earlier. And listen, the Division II, Division III NAIA guys have been doing this for 30 years, but we've got this thing going all the way now to late January.
Well, yeah,
and it won't work. It won't work.
You're right. You got to drop the conference championship
That's
games.
right.
But think about this. Look at Alabama. Right now, they're in the playoff. What if they lose to Georgia? Are they out?
Yeah.
I think they'd prefer not to play a championship
Yeah, that's
game
right.
if
That's
that were
right.
the
Yeah,
case.
that saves a week. We got to get done before, because this is based on the college campus and education, and there's a semester. You got to get done by January.
Education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's what I got an idea. How about we go back to amateurism and stop paying these players? They get school for free.
They can choose to play or not play. Yeah.
I mean,
great,
you're not going to be able to put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Right.
No.
But in my opinion, I've never been for it. I don't understand it. It just creates more separation by the teams, schools, whatever that have more money than other ones. It's ridiculous to me.
Well, it
has completely ruined college sports for myself.
Well, Justin, it's just for you. Their ratings are sky high. Josh is saying they're the second most popular sport. TV ratings for college football are higher than they've ever been.
Listen, the game of football is the greatest game there is in
massive.
America.
No.
Yeah, so,
baseball.
Well, the ratings say otherwise.
I agree, Rick.
Hey, Rick. All right, Rick. This Roger's going to get the Long Ranger for your Open next week. So we'll say thanks to Edwards Food Giant for having an extended version of Rick. People were complaining, "Well, we got this guy talking. Well, Rick's on here."
No.
Oh,
hey,
that
Brad,
guy.
that was valuable time.
Yeah,
I learned a lot listening
I think
to
so,
him.
too, and you can share that on Drive Time today, too.
One
That's why
thing
we
I
did it.
did not learn is how is any of this going to help the Arkansas Razorbacks have a better record?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
Have a great day, Rick.
Thanks,
you.
Rick.
guys.
See you,
All
buddy.
right,
Thanks, Rick.
thank you.
They're right,
Bye-bye.
Roger.
We'll take a break and be back in just a minute. Go away.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
This is SportsCenter.
Another one of those early season tests for the Arkansas Razorbacks. It comes courtesy of the ACC-SEC Challenge in men's college basketball. Tonight at Bud Walton Arena, the number 6 Louisville Cardinals come visit the number 25 Arkansas Razorbacks. At 6:15, the game can be seen on ESPN, and also you can catch it right here on 1037 The Buzz. A lot of great action last night. Number 4 Duke gets by number 15 Florida 67-66 at Cameron Indoor. Syracuse shocks Tennessee 62-60. Also, number 16 North Carolina goes to Rupp Arena and beats Kentucky 67-64. And elsewhere in college basketball last night, number 5 UConn goes on the road to Allen Fieldhouse to beat Kansas 61-56. And Eric Musselman's USC Trojans get to 8-0 with an 82-77 win at Oregon.
From
I'm
the
Josh
Fletcher
Neighbors for the
Weather
Buzz
Center
Radio Network.
with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's biggest games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum, give you all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on the Buzz Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spa. Can you feel it in the air? Oh, I can. It's hot tub season, and I love my hot tub from Luxury Pool and Spa. You can too. They have Fantasy and Caldera hot tubs in stock and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa also carries Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems. I use both in my hot tub. You gotta have them. Luxury Pool and Spa also has Pollywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around your fire pit with family and friends. And now is also a great time to start planning for your new pool. It's a major investment, and having a pool company that you can trust is a big key. Luxury Pool and Spa owners Jeremy and Shane Lawson build the pool themselves from start to finish. The Lawson family has been doing this for 50 years. They are trained pros who specialize in custom in-ground concrete pools with tanning ledges, grottos, infinity edges, automated pools, and more. It's a remarkable 5 decades of trustworthy pool building. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read a rule book. You're all terrible.
Well, Justin, we heard that that was heard last night in a gymnasium somewhere in Arkansas. Is that true?
Yeah, it is.
Kate said if you want to get some more content, Justin's going to be at 5 basketball games this week, watching all the girls play. So,
yeah. I almost got tossed.
Justin, no!
A couple nights ago.
Well, they say the mustache guy. They said shaved off the mustache. Is that true?
Yeah, and he's still terrible. So didn't help him to shave the mustache.
I gotcha. That is Justin Moore. I'm David BAZZEL. That's Roger Scott, Josh Neighbors producing. And Craig O'Neill here, brought to you by Genesis of Conway. Now, Craig, you've got a performance coming up on stage at the Rep, right?
And I'm looking it up right now just to make sure, but it's going to be holiday radio, presented on stage, and when you come to the show, you're going to be filled with a Christmas spirit. But basically, you're walking into a radio show hosted by yours truly that just happens to have live music, dancers, and Justin, it's an extravaganza. We could use you.
Hey, come on, I like it.
If you listen, Roger, if you listen to Craig, you've got the pipes. I've always said this.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Craig has
his voice is like perfect.
So I remember when I was telling Coach Broyles, Raj, about, hey, what about Craig O'Neill doing PA stuff? When we were doing that, we were coming up with new ideas for, and I said Craig would be so good on the mic. And give us a little, Craig, if you don't mind, give us a little radio voice that. In a way, just give us something either from the PA, from the Razorback game, or a radio announcement that you would make at the Rep. Give us something with the Craig O'Neill voice.
Love this.
Here we go.
Okay. Madre Hill, touchdown, Arkansas. And now what would I say? Or it's an Arkansas Razorback, first down. Actually, toward the end of that, or actually it was the LSU game, Houston's first year where they had 22 first downs, where that tradition
came
was
from.
born. And it got to the point where I just said, it's an Arkansas Razorback, and then I would turn my mic off. And the crowd would go, first down. Oh,
yes.
It was great.
Give me a line from your show coming up. Do you have a line off the top of your head?
I've got to start memorizing it, David. I don't quite have a line other than, welcome to Holiday Radio with your Arkansas Repertory Theater, and it's called K-Rep, K-R-E-P.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be interesting.
Roger, have you ever done a stage? Have you ever done a stage show at all? Have you ever done one?
No.
Justin Morey has.
Well, I'm talking about like the. I mean, see, I think it would be. I think it'd be cool for you. I mean, I cannot believe that. Let me tell you what. Where Arkansas has missed the rep. I'm talking to you. What's the Murray's dinner playhouse? I'm talking to you. You've missed out not having Roger Scott as one of your performers.
Please, listen. They can't pay me enough.
Stage show?
Yeah.
Like a play?
Like a play.
I mean, there's no money in it.
Oh, I know, but it's
no.
still,
I want the money. I'm about the money.
You would be so good.
That'd be awesome. I mean,
Here's
Josh, here, do me a favor. Don't make me have to say that, okay?
Justin.
That'd be awesome.
He'd be great.
Here's what's
but
crazy.
He needs to be paid.
Here's what's crazy. How come, listen, nothing negative other than, not trying to be personal.
That's usually the start of something negative.
Here we go.
The people who do these stage shows, Roger was a breakout star in a movie called Antiquities.
Yeah. And I quit right after that
with Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
Did you say breakout star?
Yes, it was
breakout role, which led to bath fitter commercials.
Justin,
and Oaklawn. I'm doing pretty good there.
Why wouldn't you say, hey, why don't we get the Roger Scott guy? Is one of our actors, and listen, he will.
I would say that
he would cross promote.
You're going to do
get free publicity.
Yeah.
You get free publicity.
It really is a no-brainer.
And you get a great actor.
Absolutely.
I just don't get it.
You'd get I'm going to be honest with you. You'd get a partial good singer, but you'd get a fantastic actor.
Do you think, Craig, some of the actors are intimidated?
And handsome as hell.
Yeah, don't even get me started on how good I look.
Craig, don't invite Roger because he's going to outshine.
He's going to
all the other local actors.
You heard what Craig said. No, we don't want him. But Justin, we need you, and he knows. He knows.
Listen.
Craig is G, and I'm really close to over an R.
They're great local actors that do rep and do.
They do fantastic.
And they're really, but you know what? It's crazy that nobody who runs all these houses to reach out. Maybe Roger Scott should
because it takes away from what they're doing, and
and
they're working hard at what they're doing, and so you've got to give them all the credit that they deserve for initiating. They don't have. They're not doing trivia,
but they're not doing.
That's right. They could stop in the middle of the show.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. I'm doing a 4-hour show every day. I'm on the floor at Main Line doing 2-hour shows. Pop Lounge. Don't even get me started, Walt. What I'm going to do at your milk house.
And they never have officials on rep
we
stage
have four.
Either.
Listen to me.
Say it.
You got 4 people on the show right now that are national level people.
Oh my God.
Craig Josh, one of these days you will be too.
Yeah.
Right now, Craig O'Neill, Walt Coleman, Justin Moore, all have already performed on Craig, you could be in any market in America. You could be in any market in America. Walt, you've performed at the highest level in NFL. Justin, you've sold millions of records, #1 hits.
How can you be so good and be told you suck?
And you can't tell me
that happened to me all the time.
You can't tell me that Roger Scott isn't one of the most talented guys.
Let me tell you this.
Quit moving your mic around.
The United States, the entire continental United States has not given me the opportunity for them to tell me I blow. And they need that. They need that.
Only one right now.
They need that, Josh.
And I will say this, Josh, you will be doing a show in a national market
Absolutely.
someday.
Unless the scandals come out.
David is now repping both Ed Orgeron and Roger because you have
unless
been
the scandals come out,
I'm just saying,
your haircut said
people are not talking about Roger's performance in Antiquities.
I've never gotten it on the local acting scene. How nobody has not seen. Wait a minute, you know what? Who else missed out? Is who was the late at the talent agency? The late No, it's local. The
Yancey.
Yancey, yeah.
I was over
and
years.
I love Yancey.
Yeah, rest in peace, Yancey.
Yancey missed out on Roger Scott.
Well, listen, I've done many of a audition.
Go back and watch him.
Not good at it.
I feel like Houston after the LSU game. Put him in the Put him in the show.
Listen,
put him in the show. He's a winner.
Absolutely,
he's a great actor.
Let me act like an athletic director. Let me do that.
Great to have Walt Coleman back in studio after a month in Florida.
Yeah, I wish I was still in Florida.
I know, a little chilly.
I come back to town for 32 and raining.
It's a little chilly here. Craig, by the way, when is the show that we've talked about?
It's going to be the 17th.
We just attacked the theater, Craig. Tell us about it.
Oh, yeah. With the local, and they're all local.
Yes.
They're all local. Beginning the 17th, it goes through the 20th. 2 matinees, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. Come join us, and you will be filled with the Christmas spirit. We promise you. And you'll be fascinated that there's so much local talent that's not only
as good as Roger,
but dancing.
Yeah.
Well, now, don't be a penis, Josh.
He just wants to please.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, I will say it right now. There's nobody, and listen, I will go to that show because you're in it, Craig. But there'll be nobody on that stage that will be more talented than Roger Scott.
Listen, don't embarrass me in front of Craig. Wait till he leaves, and then when I can go, you're right.
That'll be the review in the paper. There's nobody on that stage as talented as Roger Scott.
Now, listen, I'm going to put you in the same box with Josh, and if you're going to...
Listen, can you hey, we've got a stage show right here.
We really do.
We really do. Here.
You know what? You could read the night before Christmas. You could read a Christmas Carol while Craig and I and Baz and Josh and Justin perform.
We need one, Mr. Grinch.
That's what he's got. That's what he's got.
Wow.
All I can do is get out there with Josh and play ring toss.
That's what he said. That's what he said. All right, do not go away. 7:45 or 7:47 here on Morning Mayhem.
Let me tell you something before we go on. You should be on a stage too.
Listen, I'm fine here.
I've seen you holding a sledgehammer, Jack.
I got to put up my Christmas tree.
Nobody thanks sponsors like that. He is on stage.
Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
My name's Casey. I've been an agent for Arkansas Farm Bureau for 4 years. I absolutely believe in this plan. I have this plan myself because of the broad range of benefits it has for my customer base. And it just provides everything that you could possibly need. Wellness visits, prescription drug plans, to mental health services. It saved my family and I $150 a month. This plan is for people who want dependable coverage for a lower price.
Get a quote today at arfbhealthplans.com.
Tis the season for winning at Saracen, featuring a gorgeous red Corvette Stingray. Going for a Corvette Stingray.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
Play all December to win a red Corvette Stingray and Merry Christmas from Saracen Casino.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Blackman Auctions, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Edwards Food Giant, Chris Crane Hyundai, and Genesis of Conway.
Hey, have you seen those car ads where Christmas morning someone gets a car for Christmas? Does that actually happen? Well, when you hear what they're doing at Genesis of Conway, that scene might just become reality. During the Genesis of Conway signature event, you can fall in love with the GV70, GV80, or G70 for 1.99% interest for 60 months. Now you know why we say Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Arkansas's larger-than-life experience is back with a holiday twist. It's time to let it glow, let it glow, let it glow with Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo. Join us from November to January when dazzling lights and holiday magic come alive after dark. Discover a joyous new season with brand new installations that makes Animal Kingdom adventures with Winter Wonderlands. Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo is merrier and brighter than ever. Presented by Be Well Arkansas Department of Health. Get your tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with The Buzz, and The Zone is on the road. We're going to be at Bath Makeover, Arkansas. Joe Klein's going to be joining us, and I tell you, they got tubs even big enough for him. Also going to be joined by Kevin Kelly as well. We're going to have that Red Right Report thanks to UAMS Health Ortho. Now, Michael Felder is going to come on and give us an update with the college football landscape and things we maybe need to keep an eye on. Always going to have that good old birthday trivia thanks to our friends at Brewski's, and an entertainment report sponsored by our friends at Bell & Sword. Make sure that you tune in The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
103.7 The Buzz is proud to bring you college football talk with Mark May every Thursday morning on Morning Mayhem, brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, the Meat People, and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Listen as Mark breaks down the week's biggest games and makes his predictions. Mark May on The Buzz, presented by Edwards Food Giant and Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union.
The guys aren't perfect, so if you hear them say something wrong, let them know at 501-661-1037.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to announce that whistling bungholes are now on sale at Torpedo Joe's.
That's it, Doug. He's a legend in the state of Arkansas.
See, if y'all run out on the field, it's going to say Texas.
His 55 years in television and radio broadcasting is unparalleled.
Who is on your ticket at 10 o'clock?
The Shonda Reed.
Get on out here. Come on now. My door is open.
He has raised over $40 million for charity.
May I ask who I'm talking to?
This is Bill Clinton, and I'm trying to save the taxpayers' money by moving myself.
Please welcome Craig O'Neill. Craig O'Neill on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Yeah, I do want to thank Genesis of Conway for believing in Craig, and he's riding around in style. Got his Genesis of Conway top on.
Promoting him.
Someone says here, will you please have Craig O'Neill sing The Grinch? You listen, just do the first line, do the first couple lines.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You're not our ideal, or whatever the second line is. I can't remember it.
I mean, that's the guy. That's the voice you need.
There you go.
Justin, someone says, hey, Bats has been on stage with Justin at Billy Bob's. That is true. That's true. That is true.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Very true. Very true. We haven't had a chance to
holding up a column.
That's it. Okay, let's ask Craig and Walt. So we hadn't had a chance because we had the Bruce Westerman on and Rick. What are your thoughts initially of Ryan Silverfield? We'll start with Craig first.
Apparently, he's pretty good. He beat all the other coaches, like Rick said. He beat all the other coaches that were in the running for other jobs, except for one.
Right.
And here's the problem. We've been through this before.
Right.
We've had this happen before. How many times since 2010?
Yeah.
Since
we've got 6 coaching changes since I think since
and
Houston.
So we go through. We're going to instill this new winning strategy. This new.
So you're skeptical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you came across. Did he come across? He said the things you want to say.
Saying all the right things.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I agree. I mean, he's come across great. The things he said, on y'all's when y'all had him on, I thought he did a good job. It's going to come down. Can he evaluate talent
and raise the money and have enough money?
Raise the money, and then can he coach? Get his coaches to coach them up. It comes down to the same thing it always does. You got to have the players, and you got to be able to coach them. 2
interesting questions. I think it was Bo that was asking him. That was part of Hog Plus, which Bo wears sort of two hats, his own radio show, and then he does Hog Plus. But he made the comment about you don't have any SEC experience. He goes, well, I've beat SEC teams. Which is to beat us, beat Mississippi State. Made a comment, and then he goes, and talking about experience, he said, I spent 7 years in the NFL, including several years with Brett Favre and Adrian Peterson, being around those guys, coaching those guys. So he said, I think that's pretty good experience. It may not be SEC experience, but it's very valuable experience. So I think he's got his answers lined up. Tonight he'll be introduced, Justin, in front of a big crowd tonight, for the Louisville game. That tip time, 6:15. I think you'll get a great reaction. You saw Will Stein, man. Kentucky, the place went crazy last night at Rupp.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
That's right.
That's right.
And so, we got to give him the chance. We got to give him everything he needs that we can. Because he's our coach.
That's right. And Justin, you said you sort of just in 24, 48 hours, a few days, it sort of warmed up to say, okay, so far so good. I like what this guy's saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was nothing personal. It just initially I was like, really?
I'm with you. I think everybody felt that way. Yeah.
I mean, it was just kind of out of nowhere. But the more I've watched, interviews and pressers and read about him, I like him.
Yeah,
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I like he got a couple Arkansas kids. I mean, he got the kid from Central, he got the kid from Bryant.
That was a smart move. Smart move.
Yeah, I think he's flipped 3.
At least 3.
Maybe.
Yeah, he got the kid from Oklahoma, a high-ranked kid from Oklahoma coming here. So.
I'm. I don't know. I mean, I'm on board. I mean, he hadn't coached a game yet, but I'm hopeful.
Also, I like his demeanor despite the negativity. I think it takes a certain type of person to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very aware of what's being said about him.
Yeah.
And I think to have somebody who internalizes that and moves forward with positive energy, that's the kind of person you want leading the program, considering where it is right now.
Yeah, and I think all you can do is listen. Get to work. And he said he made the point that I've out recruited some SEC schools. About making point. I've gotten some kids that. And listen, if I saw them play, they played hard. I was impressed. Listen, I remember thinking, wow, I wish we played like that. Yeah. And I remember distinctly saying that,
And I was impressed with the crowd at that Memphis-Arkansas game, that there was such a large Memphis crowd. I thought Arkansas would get in there and outnumber them. Oh, no. They are following their team up there, and he's partially responsible.
I do like how now we're all saying that goal. I'm glad we didn't get him. That Summerall.
Everybody's beating him up.
Yeah,
look at him. His pants are too tight. His legs stay up there on his shin.
Summerall is Billy Napier 2.0. I'm glad we got our guy.
Yeah, we got our guy. Listen, last time we had a redhead, they lost to the Citadel.
Craig, you got to go? You got to run?
No, I'm on.
We'll stick around when Walt will do a little. You make the call. Great.
I want to hear this.
Walt Coleman back in studio.
Yeah, it's great to be
Pat
here.
Bradley coming up at 8:30. They hadn't had him in a couple of weeks. They'll talk about the game tonight, and the Harlon Hill finalists will be announced a little bit later in the show too. All right, 8 o'clock.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong. Right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Little Rock City leaders rejected an ordinance that would have required more transparency from the police department. The proposal would establish reporting requirements for police technology. That includes license plate readers, shot spotters, dash cameras, and body cameras. LRPD would be required to host public meetings about their equipment and how to use it, and also provide a public breakdown of spending and Inventory. Little Rock Police Chief Heath Helton said the ordinance was unnecessary. He says there is no need to order something that the department is already doing. The chief says the department already follows current city policies and even most of what the ordinance aims to establish. He did acknowledge there is room for improvement and says he is open to looking at new ways to provide the information in a more concise manner. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
The Knights of Columbus, fraternal organization of Catholic men, to remind you to remember Christ and Christmas. Christmas and Happy New Year from the Knights of Columbus.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment for 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
I'm Darns. When it comes to care, there's no place like the Orthopedic Hospital at US Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to credit.com to get started. We're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car truck you want to bring to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
Christmas isn't about what's under the tree. It's about making every moment special. Building memories that outlast the wrapping paper. Making the most of every acre. Teaching the next generation right. That's why Greenway is rolling out weekly offers on the gear that keeps you running and the John Deere gift that makes their eyes light up. This year, give a gift built for all things special to you.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
Here are David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
It fooled me. We can't get fooled again.
8:06 on this Wednesday. Update December 3rd. Remind everybody, Roger, tomorrow we'll be at the Farm Bureau Convention over in Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Looking forward to being there. We got Friday, we'll be in Hot Springs again for Camel's Kids charity golf tournament
Hot Springs
there.
Country Club.
Yes, exactly right. Next week we've got a busy week, including Walt Coleman. The opening of Oaklawn. The racing in Oaklawn begins next Friday. How about
December 12th.
You and Craig love that, don't you?
man.
Yeah. So we may have to hang out at Oaklawn a little bit. Raj.
Well, we're going to try to because we're going to see about being there tomorrow night for a trivia, and then who knows, maybe Wayne will give us a room this time.
Last night we got a chance to spend a little bit of time with the gang from Bath Fitter, and appreciate their involvement with our station.
Sure
and Justin, have you seen the commercial yet of me and Raj with the for Bath Fitter?
Is that the one with DJ?
No, that's Oaklawn. This one I have a sledgehammer. I'm in the bathroom. With,
my bathroom.
Yeah. Roger is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually my bath. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. What they did and can do for you is completely transform your bathroom into a showpiece.
Yeah,
You know?
you actually spend more time in there now.
I stopped by my storage
You
unit
do
yesterday.
creative work in there.
Are you kidding me? Do you know what kind of problems I can work out on a steamy piece of glass?
In there, don't you?
Sleep in there.
I
I don't think we've asked Justin before, although maybe when we first started the show. By the way, we will start our 5th year together, Craig and Walt, me, Raj, and Justin.
Wow.
That is
that long?
That's
Our
right.
5th year.
What?
So much for that restraining order.
I think we probably asked Justin. Justin, the old saying, have you ever created any great hits while singing in the shower and just sitting there?
Huh.
Have you had one that comes to mind that you go, I need to get out and write this down or something coming? No. You too busy scrubbing?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I know you had the idea for Ring Toss, the Ring Toss song, but I don't know. You never wrote it.
I do want to thank Genesis of Conway for sponsoring Craig. We got a little holdover for Craig. Let's hit Walt's open there for Ken there, Roger, for a Sigma
We're
Supply.
going to hit it for Walter.
It's now time to talk with legendary NFL referee Walt Coleman. Brought to you by Sigma Supply Packaging Products, now a part of Brady Plus, with over 50,000 products available online at sigmasupply.com. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply, you got low-grade product, man.
Is that right, Walt? What do you got?
Low-grade product.
Low-grade product.
So, Craig, you're never. I don't think you're usually here when we.
No,
do
I want to watch.
You
this.
make the call, okay? So
we want to hear your answer.
yeah.
Oh, well.
And by the way, Justin, I was telling Roger, it hit me a few seconds ago. We don't have, and shame on us.
Yeah.
We don't have any of your calls, including your world famous, one of the most important calls in the history of the NFL. We don't have your calls in the system. We got Justin Moore chewing out referees for a game, but we don't have
With
your
the
calls
mustache.
with the mustache. Listen, the guy, poor guy, shaved his mustache because of it. But we're going to get those in the system. We're going to get those in the system. Walt.
They're out there still floating around. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Walt, have you checked YouTube? Is it like a best of Walt Coleman compilation somewhere?
There probably is because. I was telling the guys, my wife brought her phone, said, here's something on the internet, the worst call in the history of Thanksgiving Day football.
Oh, wow.
And it was me making the announcement in a Detroit Houston Thanksgiving Day game where the rule was terrible.
You think about that. Well, there's probably no telling if you Google Walt Coleman calls, you would probably get several that we could put in the system.
Did you ever precede?
Walt, did you ever?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Well,
go
I was
ahead.
going to ask if you were on the mic and you ever preceded a call that you were about to announce with, Hey, folks, I hate to tell you this, but
No, I tried to say as little as possible so the people in the Northeast could understand what I was saying.
Oh, hey, by the big, we're also going to try to get Emily Campagno on with you.
I do have to say, I think, you know what, Justin, I think, of course, you know, Justin and my dad, Craig, they are not fans of referees. My dad's 84 years old, and he still does not like referees.
Wow.
Likes you, Walt, but does not like the whole industry, the referee industry. But, you know, it's amazing that Walt has, you know, achieved this level of success. And the great thing I love about Walt, he said the other day, he said, I would never have thrown a coach out. I know it's my place to listen, let them vent all they want to, and turn around and walk off. I just think that shows you the level of professionalism that you're at, to where doesn't matter what Bobby Petrino's saying, John Gruden, let them talk, and I can turn around and walk off. That's your job.
Yeah, that is, and that's the way I looked at it. And that's
take some constraint. Take some restraint on that.
You know, my dad always taught me that, Walt, they're not talking to you personally. They're talking to that striped shirt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, and fans are booing. They're not booing me personally.
Yeah,
they're booing
are.
that. Some of them probably are.
There you go.
But,
Makes him feel at home.
It's just the nature of what you do, and you have to understand that that's part of your job.
Yes. The best thing that Walt does, Craig, Walt does a ton of speaking, just like, you know, you do and I do emceeing. His best line, I give you a guess, the first thing he does when he walks out on stage, Craig, what do you think the first thing he says? You have any idea? Take a shot.
Personal foul, offense.
Now, tell him what you tell the audience to do, Walt.
I ask everybody to make me more comfortable. I want everybody to boo.
It's a great line. It's a great line. It's a great line. It's excellent.
And sometimes when I would go back to a place, you know, after a while, they would start booing before I had a chance to even say that. You know?
Usually the booing
Or
came
if they
after
heard
my
me
jokes.
Before, they would know what they were supposed to do.
It's a great
you know?
opening line, though.
But it's
okay,
normal.
Roger,
it's normal.
play our sounder. I want Craig to hear the sounder for Walt here.
Here we go.
Sigma Supply Packaging Products
presents You Make the Call.
All right, here we go.
Now, you guys have really been lucky because it's been a whole month since we've done one of these. So everybody's had time to get over all these other ones. Okay, and this is one that actually happened to me. This actually happened.
Okay.
Okay, so offense has the ball 3rd and 4 at the 20 going in.
Okay.
20 going in. 3rd and 4. They break the huddle. The quarterback goes up and lines up behind the right guard.
All right.
The center snaps the ball to the running back.
Okay.
And the running back runs around right in to the 15. What happens?
You make the call.
Is that okay in the college rules, in the NFL rules?
Okay, so what we'll do, everybody will give their opinion. Then we've got somebody on the line that will give them a chance to get it right.
So it's 3rd and 4, and they gain 5 yards.
So it would be a first down.
So it'd be a first down.
With the direct snap and the quarterback over the guard, behind the guard.
Behind the guard.
What do you say, Craig, off the top of your head?
I think it's a first down.
Justin Moore, what do you say?
In both sets of rules?
College and
sure.
Okay.
Justin, what do you got?
I blacked out.
Well, that's normal. Read the rule book.
Very true. I have no idea. I'll go with Craig.
Raj, what you got?
It works in the NFL, but not college.
Josh.
Sure, I'll go with Roger. I'll flip it. I'll flip Roger just to be different. I'll say it works in the pros. And
say that you're not allowed to line up behind the guard. Is that what you're saying, Roger and Josh?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Ever see H-backs line up behind a guard?
Let's say I'm going to just throw it out there and say there's I'm sure there is, but I'm going to say there shouldn't be a rule for it. I'll say no. First down.
So y'all
first
ready?
Down. Yeah, okay. Oh no, let's get who do we have on here, Raj?
We got on there, that's old deplorable guy.
What you got? What's your answer, caller?
You make the call.
I don't see why it would, as long as you got the right people in the backfield, the amount of people, both college and NFL, I would think it would be a first down.
Okay, so he goes with me. So what is the answer, Walt?
All of us.
Okay.
And me and Craig.
Yeah, I was going to say with everybody.
It is legal in college.
Oh,
it is illegal in college because that particular person is considered being in the backfield.
Okay.
But in the NFL,
Is it illegal formation?
that person is illegal. That's an illegal formation with him lining up because they only allow that person to be behind the center.
So they only allow the quarterback to be behind that. Okay.
So you can't. Could you stack a H-back off a tackle?
Sure. I mean, it's not it's the quarterback.
The quarterback.
It's the quarterback.
Rule. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that. Yeah.
If you're going to have somebody come up there and it's going to be right behind the line, that particular person has to be behind.
That makes no sense though, because I mean, you could, if you had two people in the play.
Do you think all the NFL rules make sense?
Well, okay, that's a fair point. But you understand, like the.
Because this play happened to me, and I can tell you when they break the huddle and the quarterback did this by mistake.
So they didn't know the rule.
What?
This quarterback that you called this play. I mean, you were there at this game. The quarterback didn't know the rule, or he was in the wrong position.
Well, he just went up there,
went to the guard,
and got behind the guard
on accident.
And they direct snapped it to the running back.
And he snapped the ball, and the ball rolled back there, and the back picked it up and ran it for a first down.
How could that have happened?
Who was the quarterback?
How could the center have snapped it with the quarterback went behind him?
Sometimes they don't look.
They don't feel a hand.
I mean, so anyway.
You don't remember which game this was?
But the deal was knowing the fact that makes that was an illegal formation. And because it doesn't really make any sense. I agree with Josh.
Because
it doesn't really make any sense.
Like if you can split a quarterback out wide and have a running back throw him the ball.
Okay, you can do that, right?
But then you can do that because he's lined up as a back.
Right, but what I'm saying is like they could those positions are interchangeable. Like you could have a quarterback line up as a quarterback, and all of a sudden he splits out wide to a wide receiver position, and the running back takes a snap. Yes. What's the difference? I mean, he's a quarterback, yes, but
because
he's not.
He's established. He's established himself as a back when he's up under center in the NFL rules. He's considered in no man's land. He's not a lineman. He's not a back. He's illegal. And it says that.
But so running backs can do it.
They can't get up under center, Josh. If a running back gets up under the center, he's considered the quarterback.
Okay.
I do want to ask you, too, there was one call that I think we all sort of disagreed, or so. I think Josh felt it was a clean call. I went back and looked at it. I could see where it looked like it was helmet to helmet. In the Arkansas-Missouri game. In Petrino, it was in the fourth quarter.
It was. I mean, it was 100%.
So,
helmet to helmet.
So I could see where
Josh, I love you, but I don't know how you could.
I don't know which one we're talking
about.
Well,
you can see where it looks like it started with the shoulder, but then you see the head
go back,
and then here's the deal: that his head was down. That was the thing, Josh. I think the thing to me, his head he went down. His crown of his helmet was down. But I thought it was interesting. Petrino, we asked him in the press conference afterwards, and he said, "Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to get a review on that." What's the rule on that? To where if you're a coach, and is that just up to the referees who want to look in the?
If you're Arkansas, you don't. You don't get.
Because remember,
the benefit of the doubt.
2 weeks ago there was no flag, and all of a sudden you get a call from upstairs going, "We want to take a look at that and see if that was a targeting."
For targeting, the booth, the replay guy can stop the
game.
Do it.
He can do it.
And look at targeting. He can do that. I mean, he doesn't.
They chose not to.
And they chose not to.
Right.
Whatever they saw,
right.
They said that they didn't think it was targeting. I believe I would have stopped it.
Yeah,
just from the standpoint of it's
really close enough. That's what Petrino said. Petrino said, "I was surprised I didn't get a look.
But
we didn't get a look."
They're so heavy on the replay
They're tight
guys
on targeting
to not to stop the games to make because the game lasts so long.
Yeah.
So they tell the replay guys, make sure that if you're going to stop the game, it's something that
it was a violent hand, and you saw Talon point. Listen, you're not going to call that because going back and look, you can see his head snap.
Who was it? Who hit? Which player got hit?
I can't. It was Talon Green. It was Talon
Green.
Yeah,
they scored on the next play.
Yeah.
It would have been a first down for us.
Yeah.
But they scored on the next play.
The interesting thing for me is
totally flipped the game.
Watching Saturday games and then watching Sunday games. It's because there's no such thing as targeting. But if you listen to the games, the announcer's always saying, "Well, that's targeting."
What do you call it?
It's just an unsportsmanlike. It's just a personal foul.
Yeah. It's a personal foul.
It's a personal foul.
Yeah.
Hit on a defenseless player, hit on a defenseless receiver.
I'm with you because the point of targeting is they're trying to disincentivize players tackling that way,
Yes.
right? Because it's like there is a penalty, there's a cost associated, but like the cost should be 15 yards. I mean, I do think there's some hits.
I'm with you. The ejection deal is too much.
Now
for
there's
me.
some hits where I'm like, toss it. Like, but I think there's
and you can do that. I mean, you can
right.
do that in
and
college or the
the thing
NFL.
is, I think that like I would trust Walt. If Walt tossed a player in a game, I'd be like, that person definitely deserved it. You know, Walt's not tossing like you're not like referees are not tossing borderline targetings.
Well,
if
nothing
it's
that
a
I
clear
did was
and violent
borderline.
hit,
I mean,
yeah.
you got to make it be big. That's my
Yeah.
whole position. A lot of this stuff.
I'm with you too, Walt.
Here's something crazy, Craig. I don't know if you remember this. I mean, I think back to when I played, which was in the 80s for Arkansas. We had, I was on the wedge buster team. I would run down 40 yards the fast as I can, and thered be 4 dudes in a line coming right. And I'm just like, here, pow!
And you're the wedge buster.
And I'm telling you, my head would be,
ringing.
I would be, the birdie sounds. But hey, that's what we did. That's
and
what
how many surgeries have you had?
Well, nothing on my brain, thank goodness so far.
And because of that, they put in the rule.
I know,
no
I know.
wedges.
But I'm
And
just
no
saying-
wedge busting. You can't do a wedge.
I know. But I'm
and-
just saying that was back. It was 40 years ago. Of course, back in the day now, when I was talking about Teddy Roosevelt, the players were getting killed back then. It was even worse in the way. And, of course, you didn't have as good equipment. But I'm just saying, you almost...
You could also hit a guy in the head, too, with your helmet.
We would take pride in going down there. Did you see me bust up? Yeah.
They taught us they taught us to tackle spearing, David. I mean, you
That's
lead
what
with
it
your
was.
head.
That's
I
what
mean,
it was.
That's how they taught tackling.
Yeah, I know.
And now
I know.
that's illegal.
I know.
Somebody from the D3 Auto Sales text line says the ACC. Have y'all watched the ACC games? They let the fans, so the announcers stop talking during reviews, and you get to hear the referee communicate.
I love that.
back.
I love
It's
that.
awesome.
I love watching that. Yeah.
Have you seen it, Walt?
Yes, I did.
We want to know what you think about it.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
Do you
I
like
have a
it, though?
problem with it being visible as far as what the discussion is, because I think it shows how difficult what you're trying to do is. I mean, when you're on the field and you're looking at video and you're trying to decide and make a decision, because you don't care one way or the other who is favored, you just want to try to get it right. And some of them, they are so tight, it's hard to know what is right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the more of that you can have, people said, "Well, referees don't like replay, do they?" And I said, "Yeah, if you can get it right,
Right.
Why
Yeah.
would you not like
And it takes
replay?
too long too. That's another thing too. Just some of the reviews are taking way too long.
Too long.
You know,
it just
I
takes
agree.
too long.
I think I don't know that they really do. I know in basketball.
Yeah, there was one the other day. It seemed like it lasted 3 minutes. I'm just thinking,
put a 90-second cap on it. You can't get the
yeah,
angle.
just let's go with whatever you think, and at a certain time.
Get
let's call it.
Westerman back on the phone.
We got another bill.
Hey, I will tell you this. I can't believe Acre remembered this the other day, but I'd done the Broyles Award in '96, and I think I came back in 2000 and had an idea for another national award. You know what it was going to be called? I think
the Walt Coleman Award.
No, Acre remembered it. I was call it the National Bell Ringer of the Year Award, and we were going to do weekly the best hits in the nation.
Wow.
And I was going to get clips from the best hits of the, and these were back then. There were no rules.
I think
and
they
so
used to do that
and
on some.
Monday Night Football, yeah, they did
And
jacked
the
up.
NFL used to put out videos.
That's
as far
right.
as
That's what it
It was
I
Monday Night Football. They
greatest
did
hits.
jacked up on the Monday Night
That's
Countdown.
right. Well, I was gonna do a trophy, and at the end of the year where you just see this. And I remember thinking, you know what though? I said, if I go down this road, I can just hear somebody who got hurt or whatever, and within a few years, all of a sudden, they would have canceled me. They would have canceled me a few years back.
The
Yeah.
attitude,
do it now,
the
yeah,
attitude
yeah.
has totally changed.
Yeah.
For us, for an official standpoint,
so
when I would
wise.
we go to the clinic, they would have put together a funny video of all the officials that getting run over the previous season. When somebody got in the way and so forth, and it was a big joke,
Yeah.
Well, the problem was one guy broke his leg and all this.
Yeah.
Finally,
How
everybody,
funny is that?
Everybody figured, wait a minute, now that's really. It's not. Maybe it's funny for all of us that don't get run over,
Right.
but for those guys, it's really not that funny. So they eliminated doing that video. And same thing with all these hits. I mean, they're all illegal.
Did you buy insurance?
We had workman's comp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm watching I just pulled up the jacked up segment from 2004 NFL Countdown.
Jacked up.
There's one of the hits from Charles Woodson sticks this dude in case.
There you go. There's one.
The players concussed. Like his arms are up in the air, he's hanging there. Like they're like, yeah, what a hit, good stuff.
Well, that's the way we used to.
I
that's
know,
the way we used
I know. I'm saying, but
that's
just,
the
you
way
can
you
tell
used
why
to
they don't
play.
do it anymore.
Have I ever showed you this picture, Walt? This is a picture of me tackling a Texas running back, and I mean, it would be legal today. You see my head's up, my crown of my helmet's not down, wrapping him up and driving him backwards. And, listen, I remember back then remembering that's the way we were taught to tackle is you don't go crown down, even back then, because you're going to miss the tackle. So we were doing it right back then. You can still do it right today. It's not like there's some foreign, you do have the ability to keep your
a lot of people, for so many years, you see people.
It is.
Want to fly and hit somebody and just to hit, and they don't wrap up.
They don't.
But David, if that's a quarterback, and you're a little bit higher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a foul because you're going to say that you got him in the head.
Can I tell you, to me, hey, some of my favorite hits were helmet-to-helmet hits. I'm telling you, my favorite hits were helmet-to-helmet.
There's still some helmet-to-helmets even if you keep your eyes up, though, right?
What?
Even if you keep your eyes up, there's still some helmet-to-helmet hits.
No, and listen, I used to, when I would make contact and there was a certain thud that you would get when you hit a helmet-to-helmet, I used to love it. I used to, because I knew it was pow, pow.
I'm sorry, we're going to have to toss you.
That's the way a man
and you cannot come back in until the first half of the next show.
I have seen dented helmets.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
I've seen dented helmets in the NFL.
Hey, my face masks were bent. And I love to look at the helmet. And you see the. Matter of fact, Roger, my helmet that I have now that I play still has Arizona State. No, Arizona State helmet colors.
Colors on it.
The colors on my helmet. We're going to helmet back then. I still have the colors of those that team.
Nice.
It's really important.
What about your jock strap?
It has colors on it.
Baz, do you think it was important?
That's what I was asking.
at that linebacker spot to have somebody who tackles well, because I feel like if the middle linebacker tackles well, typically the rest of the team kind of takes that habit from him.
Well, you hope.
We sure couldn't tackle well this year.
Xavier Story was playing a lot of linebacker this year.
We talk. I sort of question. We were giving so much preseason love attention to Sorey and Dix, and I remember thinking last year, man, I don't remember him really having a great year. At times they would make some good plays, but I wasn't. It's like, wow, these guys are really getting a lot of hype. And if you had to look at it, you had to look and say, man, what not just an off year for this defense in almost every position, linebacker.
Well, the question you always ask when they were talking about Washington making all those long runs during training camps.
Where's everybody?
Where's the tackle?
Where's
the tacklers? Yeah. Well, we found out where they were.
Turned out to be true.
Walter, here's somebody on the D3 Auto Sales text line while we're going to a break. Wants to know which player was the hardest hitting player you ever saw on the field.
Well, Atwater was right up there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got.
There's no doubt.
Big and huge.
Biggest hit of all
time. He always
time.
had a run and start.
He's a big. Yeah.
That the tackle he made on the Kansas City running back.
Oh,
I was in that game.
Christian Okoye. You call that game?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Woodson,
that.
Okay.
Woodson was, usually it's the safeties.
Yeah.
Because they had the opportunity now.
Woodson.
Singletary and
sure.
James Harrison from Pittsburgh and Reggie White. I mean, those guys didn't really get a full head of steam going like those safeties who would come up and.
Did you quit before Ray Lewis came in the league?
Oh no, Ray.
So
Lewis
you got a ton of Ray.
Yeah,
he could hit too.
Now he could.
He could hit you.
Brooks with the Tampa Bay. Frank Monty Kiffin. He was the defensive coordinator. Yeah. And before the game, him being in Arkansas, I kind of knew.
Oh, yeah.
I knew him. He would come up to me and say, "Walt, before the game, Walt, I want you to know, I have trained my defensive players. They will not foul. They will not hit illegally. They will not rough the quarterback. And I want you to know, I have trained them." Every time I had a Bucs game, he would do that. And we wouldn't even get through the first quarter, and I would have thrown a flag on Derek Brooks for a late hit on the quarterback.
Derek Brooks was a great linebacker. My gosh, he was.
I mean, I was so fortunate to get the players that I got to officiate in my 30 years. It's just unbelievable. You start rattling off the names and so forth. And, and then the way the rules changed and made it a lot harder to tackle.
He's a Florida guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Florida State. Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
Yeah, great. Listen, Walt, great to have you back in the studio. Thanks to Sigma Supply sponsoring. Craig, great to have you.
Thanks for letting me stick around. This is fabulous.
Yeah, we need to do this more often.
Central guys.
Yeah, two Central guys.
Baby.
Yeah,
Hail the old goal.
Genesis of Conway, thank you so much for sponsoring, Craig. And when we come back, Pat Bradley, we got to talk about big game tonight. Yeah, Louisville tonight at 6:15, and so don't go away. It's 8:30.
thebuzz.com. Presented on morning. Last week's one is still Ohio State. Number 2 is still Indiana. A new number 3 that'll be the Georgia Bulldogs. They move up after their win in clean old-fashioned hate. And then Texas Tech jumps up to number 4 after posting an 11-1 regular season. At number 5 this week, the Oregon Ducks. Number 6, the Ole Miss Rebels with Pete Golding now at the helm. Number 7 is Texas A&M after they dropped with their loss to Texas last Friday. Number 8 is Oklahoma. Number 9 is Alabama. Number 10, Notre Dame. Number 11 is the BYU Cougars, who will take on Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. And then number 12 is the Miami Hurricanes. They will not be in the ACC championship game. One big note, Tulane is number 20, North Texas is number 24, and James Madison is number 25, which means if Duke beats Virginia in the ACC championship game, we'll most likely get 2 Group of 4 conference champions in the playoff. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers, down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I took my wife to Europe this year, and we've been over there for a couple of weeks. We bought a couple of paintings about that big, about 11 by 15, and they were too small to check, and we didn't want to get them damaged, so we just carried them on the airplane. Well, our plane lands from Frankfurt, Germany, into Los Angeles for customs. We walk off the plane into customs. We're holding the paintings in our hand, and the customs agent goes, "Did y'all buy them paintings outside the country?" No, see, we carry this one all the time with us. And my wife painted this one while we was waiting in line. Here's your
That's
sign.
good. It is good. Couple things real quick. It's 8:34. Morning Mayhem fully assembled today on this hump day. Still pretty chilly outside. Hey, the Travelers are celebrating 125 years. Good Lord. Established in 19...
Is that right?
Yeah, how about that? 1901.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. It's a lot of baseball, man. So congratulations. Then they brought by some swag. Roger, did you get anything?
One more time,
No.
say that again.
It's
No.
125.
Lance only
Swag.
brought it for you big boys. He didn't bring anything for a fit man of my of 5'8".
So congratulations.
Lance is the one that talked trash.
Oh,
to
that's
me.
right. That's right.
Kramer got that only hat. One hat.
One half.
Hey,
I'm kidding, Lance.
You're not. I think we've got Pat Bradley on the tie line. No, you're not.
We do. No, we do.
Okay. By the way, before we go to that, tonight, tonight the
Hogs play.
Yeah, Ryan Silverfield's going to be introduced at this game.
Silverfield.
And what's weird is that.
Please.
What's weird? It's
weird.
Shut up.
It's weird. This is so weird. This is weird. You know what it is?
We have a new coach, and it's almost, to me, it's not just like Sam Pittman, because to me, I sort of in my mind associate Sam with Brett. So it's almost like we've had 11 years of sort of the same coaches, and so it's going to be weird to see somebody.
We had Chad Morris in there.
Yeah, well, yeah. You know what? I completely passed over him, Justin. Yes. Oh my gosh, I completely passed over him. I didn't even remember him being here.
I do.
Anyway, let's bring in Pat Bradley there, Raj.
It's now time to talk to the shooter. Pat Bradley, brought to you by Cabot Outdoors, your Hustler Zero turn mower and steel equipment dealer. And we work with all brands in the service department. CabotOutdoors.com. Now from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
Good. Just start pushing buttons. Good morning, PB.
Oh, Scat Daddy knows how to do that.
That's clean. how important is it? This is early in the season. Obviously, we're in December, early December.
Yeah.
What is the significance of this game tonight?
Well, the significance, you got to understand this is the SEC-ACC challenge.
Correct, that's right.
That we're in the midst of.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a great event. I'm going to call it an event, even though it's everyone's, sort of at home arenas and playing home away games. And what they're trying to do with this event in college basketball is, at this particular time now, obviously you got football conference championships coming up, but for the majority of fan bases, unless they're in the midst of a coaching search, which we were, and some others, they're trying to get the biggest eyeballs they can on basketball here in early December. So, and right now as we sit, ACC last night won 6 games, and we won 3. So the significance for the Hogs to be able to host the number 6 Louisville team in the SEC-ACC Challenge is huge to get a W that way, first of all, for the league. Second of all, the non-conference. Now, the Hogs are fortunate because we have plenty of high-level non-conference games, quad one, if you will. And the net rankings came out. The net rankings, are you guys familiar with that? It's the new sort of metric they use for the NCAA tournament. Well, the Hogs are, I think, currently 45, Josh. Is that what it was? I don't know if you saw it yesterday. So we're going to get plenty of opportunities for quad one, but Louisville could be NCAA tournament, Final Four team. So to host a potential Final Four team at home, Bud Walton Arena, this is one of those games where when it comes down to seeding in the NCAA tournament, you look back and you say, hey, listen, Louisville just won the ACC. We beat them at home, quad one win. So for the Hogs nationally, for the league in this challenge we got going on, because we want to kick the crap out of the ACC and sort of say the SEC still has the best basketball conference. Nationally, I think people are, we're ranked number 25, guys. We started the season, I think, 15.
Right.
So nationally, people are like, what do we think of this Razorback team? I've got people nationally. I got one guy who thinks they're Elite Eight, even make a run of Final Four talent.
Right.
There was another guy who said, yeah, they're probably going to get knocked out maybe in the second round, one and done in the NCAA tournament. So people are still trying to figure out
Are people marveling
at
what's going on right now? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Well, they're trying to figure out, Scat Daddy. We see the talent, right?
We saw the talent. We saw what they did against Duke. We saw what they did against Jackson State. But then Fordham or whoever it was, Winthrop, and those guys. And did they play to that level or what? Because you've got what, Pat? Another 2-3 weeks to get your head right.
2-3.
Well, Pat, there also, it's too because it's a one-game playoff in the tournament. I mean, there's not a very big line between being a sometimes Elite Eight and Final Four team being a first-round exit. I mean, that can be a very
seed, right? The difference between I think right now Lenardi has him as a. Has he got him as a 7? No, 8. What's he have him as? 7? But you're right.
Which is the worst seed, 8-9.
Yeah, 7,
right.
10, 8.
And they've. Here's my deal. They've blown 2 great opportunities. I mean, even if you split Michigan State, Duke, and you lose one, win one. I mean, they're right there.
Right there.
Like, man.
Pat, at some point, you got to win those games.
Hey, so you need to win one like tonight to make up, for it.
Yeah.
Pat, do you think Cam Boozer's going to get officiated differently down the line this year? Because he hooked.
He got away with murder.
He hooked maybe on
us.
half his post moves.
He hooks
every time.
Every time.
Well, last night he was doing a lot of that bodying too. He's just a monster.
He's a
I think
tank.
He had 30 last
he doesn't need a hook, and he still does it anymore.
It was unstoppable the other night. Pat, just FYI, so what do you think the record is against Louisville? We've played 27 times, Roger. What do you think the record is?
27 times and playing Louisville, I will say.
Wait, we played Louisville 20. I thought we only played them 8 times.
That's hard to believe.
It really
no,
is.
no. Let me excuse me.
Yeah.
Calipari. I'm sorry, not Arkansas. Calipari's record against Louisville. He played 27 times.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That makes more sense.
I will say he is, out of 27 times, I will say he is 20-7.
Pretty darn close. 19-8 against Louisville. So he's had a lot of success.
wow.
They're averaging 96 points a game.
Yeah, they can score.
Yeah, they're
Number one scoring team in the country.
Yeah, it should be an entertaining game tonight. It looks like the lineup right now, probable lineup: Acuff, Wagner, Knox, Brazil, Pringle. You good with that? Starting five?
I'm good with it. They need to be better offensive rebounding team, number one. They got to get to the free throw line
rebounding.
more. Yeah, overall, they should be a better rebounding team. I don't know why they're not.
Pat, we need more from our fives, too. They have given us literally nothing.
Yeah.
To area of, I don't want to say concern, but even going into the season, like we felt good about the perimeter guys, backcourt guys, perimeter. But the question mark, was our inside. Pringle's the guy that's been around a while.
I think you thought Pringle was going to give you more than he.
Come on, Pringle.
I'm not sure they're tough.
Come on.
There was literally a game where Pringle and Ewan combined had one rebound.
Yeah, not good enough.
Literally.
Dancer.
Not good
That's
enough.
ridiculous.
Pat, let's thank your fine sponsor, Cabot Outdoors. You go to cabotoutdoors.com.
Yes, they can handle any. You want some equipment, go to cabotoutdoors.com. Is that correct, right?
501-843-7956, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot. Good folks over there. And great to have Pat back on the air today.
It is great to have you,
Your
Pat.
time
Hey,
of the
listen,
year.
Pat, I got a weird text from your mom late last night. Check on her, make sure she's doing okay, will you?
Yes, yes.
All right, tell her I said hello for me.
She just wanted to remind you about the big Christmas party.
Okay, I mean it's just it was not late, but it was late enough. I hadn't gotten them that late in a while.
PB, thank you.
You tell her I said
Love
hello.
you,
Love you, buddy.
Okay,
boys.
See you, Bob.
Ciao.
Love you, Bob.
Child, love you, boys.
Say love you,
All
Bob.
right, don't go away. 8:50. Hey, it's David Bazzell from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Bazzell sent you.
I'm Christy, and I'm from Stuttgart, Arkansas. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been in a Farm Bureau family. My agent told me about this great new health plan. I saw that I would be saving hundreds of dollars a month, and it's been great coverage. My copays have been lower. Even the procedures that I've had have been cheaper as well. It has proven to be very good for us.
Get a quote today at arfbhealthplans.com.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with top quality equipment from Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower and receive a free pressure washer. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. But hurry to get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Stop by Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-511-5493. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-511-5493. That's 800-511-5493. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Mike Rowe here with a name everyone should know. Groundworks. The foundation and crawl space repair experts are coming soon to Little Rock. So if you've got a musty crawl space or cracks in your walls, these are the guys to call. And right now, Groundworks is hiring for all positions. If you're looking for a career, Groundworks is the place to do it. You can go from installer to foreman in under a year and become an owner of the company you work for. Apply now at groundworks.com/careers.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Officer, could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. On all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Roger and David are taking Morning Mayhem to the annual Farm Bureau State Convention and Trade Show this Thursday at the Hot Springs Convention Center. They'll talk tractors, farming, and insurance. There are Farm Bureau members living in every zip code in Arkansas. They are the voice of Arkansas agriculture, connecting consumers with the farmers and ranchers who work hard every day.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Okay, I'm going to give you one example, Roger, that I heard. This is the first time I saw it this morning before the show.
Yep.
You know what they were making them do? What? I'm going to just tell you, this is weird. Spleeze! They were making
watch your mouth.
Whoever was doing this, whoever was they were hazing or they were seniors, they were telling the other players, "This is what you have to do.
I don't know what
you
that
have
is.
to be nude." And we sitting there watching.
I don't know what it is.
No, I'm just saying this. No, you talking about the
No, what'd you call it? Spleeze?
No, I just said that it could be.
How did you forget in that amount of time that you said
Let me tell you something.
It was a
spinning That's why, you know what? It's because of people like that I'm gun-shy to say anything because he is so great about it. No, what are you talking about? I don't know what that is.
Raj goes, did you say spleeze? And you go, no. So dismissive.
So dismissive.
He had a choice to make.
So
He could have kept in the conversation, just shook his head. But he goes, I'm going to admit it. He goes, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And David's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. Hey, I don't know what that is.
Hey. It's called please. And
Yeah,
he's
bring
like,
it back. Show it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again to that point.
How funny is it, too, that Pat Fitzgerald last night was introduced at Michigan State as the new head football coach?
Yeah. Let's don't bury the lead. Here we go.
That I heard. This is the first time I saw it this morning before the show. You know what they were making them do?
What's that?
Let me just tell you, this is weird. Spleeze.
Yeah.
This is
They were
weird.
Watch your mouth.
Whoever was doing this, whoever was they were hazing or they were seniors, they were telling the other players, "This is what you have to do.
I don't know what
you
that
have to
is.
be nude and do pull-ups." And we sit there and watch
Those
you.
are called please?
No, I'm just saying. You talking about the
No, what'd you call it? Spleeze?
No, I just said that it could be
Yes.
hazing, it could be seniors. maybe
You did. You just said they're called spleeze. It's so
Roger makes
dismissive.
the
You
most
just said nude pull-ups are being done, and they're called spleeze. I don't know what they are, and you're telling me that's what they call them.
Immediately,
Raj.
Immediately after he goes, no.
Stupid. You know what?
No,
no.
you idiot.
Whatever.
And now what I realize is
what a moron.
It's almost like Baz believes that Roger created the word
I
spleeze.
did. I remember looking at Roger like, what are you talking about?
He was spleeze and Baz goes, what are you talking about?
Still one of the greatest deals of all time. It's because you didn't listen to. It's like when we don't listen to somebody and we repeat what somebody just said.
Yes.
Well, you said something. I repeated what you said, and you don't remember saying it.
Yeah.
And
It's even worse.
How about this? After all that, the dude got cleared, right? He was cleared, but Pat Fitzgerald was cleared of all that. That's pleasing.
Yeah. and the other part of it is that's what we do now whenever we go on the road. We do spleezes. I mean, listen, every time we stay.
Did you say spleeze?
No, yeah. What? No. Huh?
Listen, that was like an
dumbass.
That's exactly what it was. Just pull over. Yeah.
I remember looking at Roger's face. He was like, "What? I don't know." Yeah, it's okay. All right, don't go away. 9 o'clock. This is David Bazzell for my bank, Simmons Bank. I love the fact that Simmons Bank started in Pine Bluff way back in 1903 with a little over $3,000 in deposits, and over the last 122 years, they've grown to 6 states, 200 locations, and $27 billion in assets. But the best thing is, they've never forgotten where home is. They're committed to helping Arkansans reach their dreams. Whether it's a home loan or money for home improvements, Simmons Bank wants to help. They can turn the equity in your home into a line of credit or help take your business to the next level. Just start by going online and opening an account at SimmonsBank.com. It's that simple. And if you haven't noticed, Simmons Bank is in the community because they live where you live. Simmons Bank Arena in North Little Rock, Simmons Bank Field at War Memorial Stadium, and Simmons Bank Field and Pavilions at UAPB. Just some of the venues that Simmons Bank supports. And congrats to Simmons for hosting the second Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens at Pleasant Valley Country Club. Another outstanding job. Well done. And if you haven't noticed, I am proud to call Simmons Bank my bank.
Catch the Buzz on all our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. It's hot tub season at Luxury Pool and
ZFM, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
An equine virus is shutting down horse shows, rodeos, and other events across the country. The timing of this outbreak could also impact Oaklawn and Hot Springs. The racing season is scheduled to start next Friday, December 12th, and any horse coming in from Louisiana, Oklahoma, or Texas will have to provide a health certificate within 72 hours of entering Oaklawn stables. A veterinarian will also have to provide a statement confirming the horse has not been at a facility where the virus has been diagnosed. And the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is working around the clock to repair the Dardanelle Lock and Dam after it was hit by a barge. The barge hit the Miter Gate about 2 weeks ago and caused damage to the gate both above and underwater. They say they need to move quickly so barges that are vital to the economy can start getting through again. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great day.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in weekdays to The Zone for What's on Tap, presented by Flyway Brewing in North Little Rock. Each day during the week, we'll let you know what you can be listening to and looking for in the world of sports and entertainment on the Buzz, television, and everywhere else you tune in. What's on Tap, brought to you by Flyway Brewing. Fresh beer starts here. Follow the migration. It's all on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
You know, there's just something about Oaklawn. Every time I head down that way, the rest of the world just seems to slow down a little. You pull in and you can feel it, the mix of excitement and comfort, like you're right where you're supposed to be. And now, live racing's coming back soon. The holiday racing season kicks off on December 12th, runs through January 4th. Then the classic season rolls in January 30th through May 2nd. You can already hear the crowd cheering and smell those corned beef sandwiches from a mile away. But even when the races pause, Oaklawn keeps the fun going. The casino is open 24/7, smoke-free, clean, and full of energy. And the entertainment? Herman's Hermits in December, Crazy Train on New Year's Day, and Kathleen Madigan bringing the laughs in January. Then you eat like royalty, from the Bugler and the Oak Room and Bar with free valet to Silks or Mainline Sports Bar for the best wings in Hot Springs. And if you're feeling lucky, the Oaklawn Sports app lets you bet on just about anything: football, baseball, even table tennis, with up to $1,000 in bonus bets for new players. So yeah, whether you're there for the food, the games, the laughs, or the horses, you're part of the story when you're at Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. It's that special time of year when the joy of the holiday season is all around us. And speaking of joy, remember, a gift card from any Family Market location makes the perfect gift for anyone in your family. And it's just the right size for any stocking stuffer. Amidst all the Christmas carols, eggnog, cookies, and mounds of presents, may your heart be filled with the contentment that the season brings. From Family Market to you and your family, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Chestnuts roasting.
Hi, this is Ted with Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. We are proud to offer window and door replacement and installation. Our upfront, honest pricing and easy financing make it easy for you to increase the value of your home and reduce your energy cost in one step. Accountable Roofing and Remodeling windows and doors carry a lifetime guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Call us today, 501-621-0500, or visit us on the web at accountablerr.com.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 4th, Simmons Bank Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, produced by Live Nation.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Nobody's saying they don't appreciate what Jenny did.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If all I had to do was cut a hole in a bag, I could have cut it better than this.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
What about you, Robert?
You see?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Not too good.
All right, it is 9:06 on this 3rd of December. This Hump Day. Glad you're with us. Roger, no comedy night tonight.
No comedy night tonight. No comedy night next week. The only comedy night at Pop's Lounge this month will be on the 17th. And if you'd like to go, if you just let me know and meet me there, starts at 7. I know a couple of people that can get you in.
Tomorrow, we'll be in Hot Springs, back-to-back Hot Springs shows.
Yeah. So we'll do a show tomorrow at the convention center.
Farm Bureau Convention.
For Farm Bureau. That's always fun to get to see those folks and do that. And then we will do Mainline Sports Bar trivia tomorrow night. And if we're able to get a room, we'll spend the night there. And then do the show at the Hot Springs Convention, the Hot Springs Country Club for Camo's kids and Steve Qualls.
Yes.
On Friday, which will be a good time to be back in my hometown.
Morning Mayhem is fully assembled. I'm David BAZZEL. That's Roger Scott. Justin Moore out at Poen, the Moore Mountain territory, and Josh Neighbors producing.
Good show.
We do this once a year. Been doing this for the last few years on the show. There's a national award called the Harlon Hill Award. Justin, one of the significant sort of connections with the Harlon Hill Award is there was a quarterback that we played this year that was third place. So if you don't know what the Harlon Hill Award is, it's the small school heisman for Division II college football. And there was a particular quarterback that was third last year in the voting. Didn't win it, but that we got to know and we in the country and the SEC got familiar with. Do you know who that is? Might have lost Justin. He might have had to use the bathroom.
Potty.
Roger, would you like to help us out?
No, I've already told you.
Josh, would you like to help us out?
Trinidad James. No,
Thank
I'm
you.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss was third in this voting last year. He ends up winning a national championship at Ferris State. Then he goes on. He's in the money at Ole Miss and has got Ole Miss on the.
He's in the money. What is it?
He's in the money. He's in the money.
He's in the money, man.
Because he worked his way to that position. What is he? A senior? What is he?
That's a good question.
So we need to find out because he worked his way into that money to where if he has another year of eligibility left, let alone if he goes to the next level, he could be playing on Sunday.
And also, Paul Simmons showed us. He said, "Listen, this guy can play. Won a national championship for Ferris State. It's amazing he didn't win the Harlon Hill Award last year.
Yeah.
But it just shows you how good the competition is in that. And Josh, if I threw out the name Tyson Bagent, where would you recognize that name?
Bears legend.
Yeah, listen, a couple years ago, he became the first NFL quarterback since 1950 from Division II, undrafted rookie to start an NFL game for the Bears. Pretty amazing. But that's the kind of talent that the Harlon Hill Award recognizes. And, of course, Roger, the Harlon Hill Award was named after Harlon Hill played at North Alabama. Back then it wasn't even called that. It was Florence State Teachers College. But he ends up being an NAIA All-American. Sort of like, that's where Cliff Harris came from, NAIA. He goes on and gets drafted, plays for the Bears. Rookie of the year in the NFL. The next year, most valuable player in the league. And so, anyway, has a nice NFL career. And so in 1986, North Alabama decided to name an award after him. And it's the small school Heisman called the Harlon Hill Trophy. And today, we're going to visit with Eric Moyer. We do this every year. And Eric is going to let us know the eighth. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that there is a finalist from a school right down the road from us, Harding University, that will be. Now, listen, it could be offense or defense.
Right.
Most, I think they've only had one defense.
Any special teams winners?
No, I think they've had one defensive winner. And but anyway, we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. See if we got him on the phone now. Eric Moyer, are you there?
Yeah, on this busy Wednesday.
Listen, I think your correct title is Associate Commissioner for the Great American Conference. I know you were the Assistant Commissioner for Communications. I know you were that for many years, but now are you the Associate Commissioner? Is that correct?
Yep, change in title, but no change in pay, unfortunately.
That's
so
okay.
we can get my boss on the phone after that and get a little bump up after today.
I didn't realize. I looked at your bio. I didn't realize that you were with ESPN and you were with the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, I had a winding road to Division II. Kind of after college at Missouri, interned with the Reds for a season there when Ken Griffey had his 500th home run. It's a cool season to be around for that year. And then 2 years up at ESPN, working in their research department, focused on college basketball and Major League Baseball. I was there right when unfortunately saw Florida win 2 national titles with Joakim Noah and those guys. But fun time up there at ESPN, and then 4 years at the Atlantic Sun. A mid-major Division I conference based out of Georgia, and now since 2012, been here with the GAC in Division II.
Well, you do a good job with the Harlon Hill Award. Of course, the Touchdown Club, Roger, that's one of our awards that we took over when North Alabama moved up out of Division II, and so we said we would continue to support that. Of course, the trophy's massive. Every winner gets a massive trophy. I don't know if you remember Danny Woodhead. That's another one.
I do.
Yeah, 2-time winner. He played with the Jets back in in 2009, somewhere around there. So some really great players. Not all of them go to play in the pros, but it does show, Eric, the kind of quality players, especially you see what Chambliss did this year with Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I think as more and more portal, I guess they'll embrace the portal, and people don't think of it as a negative that you lost a player, to a higher level. I think that people. Again, I can't speak for Ferris State, but it was always mentioned he was at Ferris State, always won DC national title. So the name Ferris State at least got out there as part of Trinidad's story. And who's to say that with the underclassmen that are part of this group? I mean, you hope that they stay at Division II and continue to see all the successes they've enjoyed so far here. But if they can, better their financial standing and move on to Division I and continue, their career some other way, that I think that this, I think ultimately it still spines a spotlight on Division II for, uncovering these gems.
Josh, what was the young man that was Division II that went on to play at Missouri? It's such a good running back.
Garrett Schrader.
Yeah, did you remember that name? Was he a nominee or finalist for the Harlon Hill Award? Do you recognize that name?
Yeah, Yeah, Cody Schrader. He was at Truman State, and actually he was at the loaded division. Back then they were the GLVC schools at that point, and that's back when the GAC and the MIAA and them were all part of a same region with them, and also the GLIAC, which is where Ferris State was from. So I think he only finished like 6th in the region voting that year. And then from there, I see then found Missouri, and then a couple of successful years there, and I think he's had a. Still, I think he's still getting time with the pros. I think I saw him with the Rams or 49ers. So, yeah, another one that, that was seen around this part of the country that moved on and he's found success at the SEC and then a little time in the pros.
All right, so it's now time to announce the 8 finalists. Can we please, Maestro, crank up the Remember the Titans song to give us some energy and excitement, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We're biased here, you know that, from one particular school.
I understand.
So, Eric, take it away. Give us our 8 finalists for the Harlon Hill Award for 2025.
Yeah, David, and I think you mentioned, just in case those aren't familiar, it's 2 finalists from each of the 4 super regions in Division II. So representing Super Region 1, we have running back Curtis Allen from Virginia Union. He's probably one of the best backs in Division II. Obviously, he leads Division II in rush yards. He's over 2,300. Almost 2,500 all-purpose yards, and his 30 rushing touchdowns lead all of college football across 1, 2, and 3. So a real standout running back there from Virginia Union. From Kutztown, Judd Novak, a quarterback there for Kutztown. He's 2nd Division II in pass efficiency. He's thrown 25 touchdowns and so far 0 interceptions.
Wow!
And as you guys were playing some D2 trivia, do you know what NFL Hall of Famer, wide receiver, came from Kutztown?
I do not.
Buffalo Bill Andre Reed,
very
back
nice.
in the 80s out there.
Hall of Famer. You bet.
So they have a long story history. This is actually their first finalist since 1992. So Kutztown, I think they're another undefeated season going on for them, still alive in the D2 playoffs. So Judd Novak, our first finalist quarterback from Super Region 1. In Super Region 2, we have 2 quarterbacks. Reed Sharpia from Newberry College, top 10 in the country in pass yards, pass completion, thrown 28 touchdown passes for Newberry. And then the other finalist from Super Region 2, West Florida quarterback Marcus Stokes. He's one of only 2 QBs in D2 with 3,000 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns, and 10 rushing touchdowns. So kind of our dual-threat quarterback NAMI this year, Marcus Stokes. And those 2 were on opposite sidelines of a second-round playoff game just last weekend, and Newberry advanced to continue their run into the playoffs as they move on to the region final. They're facing a top-seed Albany State this Saturday. Super Region 3 features, again, 2 more quarterbacks. Jack Strand from Minnesota State Moorhead, probably one of the likely candidates from the quarterback position. Quarterbacks have been winning this award a lot lately. Leads to a 42, 47, and there on the season. He's over 3,500 yards. And the second representative from Super Region 3 is Gavin Sukup, quarterback from the University of Indianapolis. Another talented quarterback, leads D2 in completion percentage, you just need to say, and pass efficiency, and he ranks up 2nd to Strand in both passing yards and passing, not 2nd to Strand, but 2nd to Strand in touchdowns, 2nd to another quarterback in yards. And finally, Super Region 4, from Harding and the GAC, Andrew Miller, the junior running back, 2nd in the country in yards per carry. He averages over 8 yards a carry. 2nd in rushing touchdowns, 23, and 2nd in rushing yards, 1730. So as I mentioned, 2nd in those totals, but as I mentioned, with Curtis Allen back to Super Region 1, he's got almost 600 more yards than Andrew Miller. But not to disparage anything, of course, that Andrew's done this year. A fantastic season for the second-ranked Bisons as they've got a national quarterfinal game on Saturday. And our final Super Region finalist from Western Colorado, quarterback Drew Nash, 3rd in Division II with 44 total touchdowns. He's got 33 passing, 11 rushing. He's thrown for almost 3,000 yards. So there you have it. You got your wish. We got an Arkansan and a player from Harding in the final 8. And a neat story this year, none of these 8 schools have ever had a Harlon Hill winner. So we're going to have a first-time school experiencing this trophy, and 3 of them still alive in the playoffs. in Miller, Sharpia, and Novak. So 3 can still build on their resume.
So in other words, if say again, we're biased here in Little Rock because of Harding, but so if Miller keeps playing well, it could obviously enhance his chances. So did the kid with the 30 touchdowns and 2,300 yards, is he still in the playoffs too? You say yes?
No, Virginia Union, they lost their opening round game in the playoffs this year in Super Region 1, so they are out. So his numbers are frozen. Again, 3 left are Novak, Sharpia, and Miller. They're the 3 still alive at DP playoffs, all playing on Saturday. They're all on ESPN Plus for those that have that subscription to watch those 3 games to increase their numbers and can improve on their candidacy. So
listen, it's going to be exciting playoff time, Eric. Obviously, you were with the Great American Conference, so Harding has a chance to win their 2nd national championship in 3 years. We love Coach Simmons. We play a lot of his. Roger, for example.
Pour it out. Pour it out. Pour it out. Lay it out there. Pour it out. All of you. Whatever you got, pour it out for your teammates. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Pour it out. Leave it out there. Most of you guys, you got all off season. You hear me? You got all off season to heal up. You seniors, got the rest of your life to heal up. David said to Goliath, "You come at me with sword, spear, javelin, but I come at you in the name of the Lord God Almighty. Now I'm going to cut your head off.
Cut it out!
And feed your body to the dog."
That's what he said.
That is so good.
It is so good.
I mean, that may be the best speech.
It should be on a movie. It should be on a movie. It should be.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Eric, I know it's great.
I'm fairly certain. Sorry, Coach. Isn't that footage was captured by Jack Allen there at KATV, also a Harding alum. So if he's listening and following in, a proud day for an alum there to have captured that video and to have like I said, a Bison representing here on the final. I think he's there. Oh gosh, now I'm under pressure. I think there's 4th finalist. Cole Chancey, I know, was a finalist. I think 6 years ago. Brandon Jay was not a finalist. Last year, but he was a nominee for them last year. I think even back before they were running the flex phone, they produced the finalist here. As I continue to scroll through my notes and stall for time, but I believe it's their 3rd finalist. I'm going to get ripped by their SID group if I get it wrong.
Well, that's okay.
But yeah, I got another school that, like I said, like everyone else on the list, never had a Harlon Hill winner, and a chance for everyone to celebrate. 3rd finalist, I was right. There we go. An actual quarterback deck in 2007, David Knight in 2007, then Cole Chancey 6 years ago, and now Andrew Miller. So exciting times for all 8. I know we're, again, speaking of working for the GAC and you guys being in Little Rock, hard not to be biased for Andrew, but any of these 8 certainly put for the outstanding seasons. That would be a pleasure to shake their hands and congratulate them as a winner.
Justin, I was saying that I think what a perfect example to show you how good these guys are. Trinidad Chambliss, last year, he was third in the finalist voting here, didn't win, goes on, Kiffin sees something in him, and he gets the chance. Paul Simmons told us, listen, that kid ever gets a starting quarterback position, ain't giving it up, and he's been really outstanding this year.
The quarterback for the most successful season in Ole Miss history was a Division II starter last year.
Yeah, Division II starter last year, and he was right. That's right, Justin. So, hey, Eric, thanks for all your.
Didn't he win a championship?
Yeah, won a championship for Ferris State. Yeah, that's probably who Harding's going to get again at the end of this year. But Eric, great work. I know it takes a lot of time and effort to do this, but you represent the nation great here with your work with the Great American Conference and all your work on the Harlon Hill. So congratulations. We'll look forward to seeing who the winner is in a few weeks.
We'll announce the winner December 19th, the night before the national championship game in Texas there, and we've often had a player playing in that game, learn that they're the winner the night before. So, like I said, with 3 alive, it could happen again this year. So, again, I know it's a busy day there in Little Rock with you guys with signing day and with what's going on with Razorback football. So, always grateful you guys can carve out some time for Division II and the Harlon Hill Award on this first Wednesday in December.
Thanks, Eric. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. Dude. Thank you.
Take care. Talk soon.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's
Missouri Tiger. Eric is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The Bajic kid, Justin. I don't know if you were on the very beginning. This was a kid that a couple years ago that was undrafted with the Bears, and he ends up starting his rookie year. Who was the starting quarterback for the Bears that got hurt? Josh.
3 years ago.
Yeah, and he ends up starting to be the first. He was the first Division II undrafted rookie to start an NFL
Trubisky?
game.
No,
Who?
Trubisky?
I can't remember, but again, it played pretty well. So everybody can say what they want to about Division II. There's some really darn good players, and there's a lot of them playing in the league now.
I'm sure.
And Chandler
What
said,
you heard about Andre Dawson?
Under-recruited.
Yeah, that's
Was it
right.
Andre Dawson, he said?
It was Andre
Reed.
Reed, yeah,
Andre
yeah.
Reed.
That's right, Justin. I think sometimes you just miss. It's just and that running back. Listen, that running back from Missouri killed us 2 years ago. Good Lord,
Cliff Harris.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah, it was. Schrader.
Wasn't he a Heisman finalist?
Was he, Josh?
He was a finalist for the Doak Walker, I believe.
Did he not win the Doak Walker?
Okay.
I
might have won it.
I think he was an SEC leading rusher, right?
Hey, I don't know where the kid came from this year for Missouri, but he's dang good too.
Sure was.
Some good talent evaluation.
Today's National Signing Day. I haven't heard anything. We'll find out a little bit later today. Besides the 4 players that I think he flipped 3, right? I think he flipped the guy.
There's a piece of news too. Chris Kleiman at Kansas State is retiring, and Colin Klein is set to replace him.
Oh wow, is that right?
I feel old.
Yeah. Well, so Colin Klein was a
Big loss for A&M.
Yeah, big offense coordinator for.
Really
I think we got 3. We announced the Broyles Award semifinalists yesterday. And I think 3 of them are already head coaches.
And Trinidad and Tobago, he's a senior. He's a senior.
I think Colin Klein will be good.
Yeah, I do too.
He's good. I remember playing him in, was it 2011?
Yeah.
Yep. And I think he was a Heisman
Bowl.
finalist.
Yeah. He was a good player.
They played. So Blake Baker is a finalist, the defensive coordinator from LSU. And Colin Klein whipped his ass second half of that game this year. I mean, he's a very, very good coach.
Yeah, Klein's a finalist, a semifinalist for the Broyles Award. And I was thinking there was another one. Charlie Weiss Jr. That's funny. Yeah,
is that Charlie? Is that Weiss? Charlie Weiss?
Have y'all talked about that?
Yeah, no, we briefly talked about it this morning. Yeah, and that's something. What's interesting that Kiffin took him. He didn't take any other coaches. He took Weiss.
Well, I think the offer sounded like it was there for other coaches because he said,
I thought he took a number of.
No, I think he just took one for right now.
Oh,
but
so. What do you guys think about? I'm just curious. What do you guys think about the fact that the AD at Ole Miss goes, "No, you can't coach," to Kiffin?
Yeah,
but Charlie Weiss can, which I thought was weird.
Well, he didn't have any choice he didn't have any choice because Kiffin took him. He didn't. He just said, "I'm taking him. I'm going."
Well, he had a choice.
No. What I'm saying though is going through the playoffs.
He can't stay, Justin. Can't stay.
If you're Ole Miss though, and you want to compete for a championship,
doesn't matter.
I'm with you, Justin. I'm actually.
The players don't. The players don't want him either.
I'm just.
Players don't.
But once I can't reiterate this enough. Like if the whole point of having these teams and sports and stuff is to win.
Josh, do you really think the fans?
I'm not a proponent of either.
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
Josh, do you really think you think the fans would receive Lane Kiffin on the sideline for that?
They should.
They don't want him.
They've never. Fine. Have fun with Pete Golding.
Because you know what? He doesn't want them.
If they have a better chance of winning,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
You know. Hey, listen. He doesn't care. He's gone on to LSU. He doesn't care about winning at Ole Miss anymore.
He does. No. Why would he stay?
He's not staying. He went to LSU.
No, I know, but
he hopped on a plane.
He wanted to.
Listen, you would not stand for that if that happened here at Arkansas. There's no way. There's no way you would.
If it gave us a better chance to
winning a championship,
no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm just telling you what.
You can't tell me why.
I'm just telling you. You would listen. You would if a guy said, "Okay, we're going to Ole Miss." I'm going to leave in the middle of the deal. I'm going to Ole Miss next year. We're going to come back and beat your butt. I'm going to take your coaches. I'm going to take your players. And that's what would happen.
It's going to happen every time the Ole Miss.
Josh,
my point is this: is that
Houston Nutt said, "I'm an Ole Miss rebel."
It's the same thing.
You going to take him back?
No. Take him back.
Yeah, you going to take him back when he said that?
So here's what I'll say.
You won't now, of course, Tom Hill's all wounds.
There wasn't a chance to win a championship.
It's like the Paul schemes.
Okay. All right. So that's the only caveat, Rich. If it's a championship, you want him to come back. Okay. You know what? Here's the deal. You're not wrong because that's your opinion.
No. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying
no. There's not a right or wrong. It's your opinion. I say no way.
That's fair, and that's fair.
Damn right. I'm sorry. I mean, yell.
So like the Pirates get Paul Skeens, and everybody's talking about them trading him. Why? The entire point of drafting and trading and trying to get players is to get people like Paul Skeens, who's a generational talent. Why would you trade him? That shows that you have a lack of desire.
Pirates don't pay anybody.
Right. So, like, if you care about winning,
they deal them.
Right. My point is that, like, you have to understand who you are. Ole Miss is having the best season in program history. They do not live at 11-1. They do not live at 10-2. They have under Lane. And Lane Kiffin is the common thread for them winning.
Can I tell you, you guys have you have no emotional. There's an emotional component to that.
I'm like the most emotional person I know. I think with this, you have to understand who you are.
No. Listen to Joe Klein. This is what Joe Klein says. Every time Josh talks about Kiffin being able to coach at Ole Miss, I will scream. I scream because it's like your wife saying, "I'm going to leave you for another man, but I want to stay in the house for the next 3 weeks." That's exactly a good analogy.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
But, like, don't you want to win? Because you're not going to win if you don't have him.
This is your best opportunity in the history of your school.
Yes.
To win a national
but
championship.
Not with that guy. That guy's going to LSU next year. This guy's going to LSU.
We saw this happen.
Listen, if he wanted to win, he doesn't want to win with Ole Miss. He wants to win with LSU. He's made his choice. He's made his choice.
Players on that team. The players
don't want him.
Things can be true.
The players don't want him.
Finish the job with the team and also go coach
to him, they do want him.
Start looking at the internet and see what the players are saying now.
Yeah.
The players are saying it was not true. We did not want him there.
I think it got so messy though that everybody was always going to hate him on the way out the door. I don't think he ever had like much of a choice. I'll tell you what, Oklahoma State and North Texas have worked this out.
But
Eric Morris
it's different.
is going to
It's a different level, though.
Coach the AAC title game.
Different level.
And
yeah, it's a different level.
Listen, they're beating the hell out of Golish now because he didn't come. And they wanted the red-headed Russian a few days ago.
You can't compare North Texas and
Ole Miss Ole Miss is nowhere near as good of a program as LSU is. Like Justin talked ad nauseum about.
Proving they are.
Well, because of Lane Kiffin, though.
Okay, but Lane Kiffin, they've hit that Roger Bannister mile mark now.
To your point. So here it is. They're their best chance to win a national championship. And what happens at week 8? Your head coach decides to start making a public push towards maybe going to another school, and it becomes the narrative.
Week 8?
It becomes or week 9. Yeah, you sure did.
What did he say?
Huh?
When was this?
Oh, his family's going to. We talked about that. It was documented.
That's not. That's.
Oh, you don't think that's a distraction?
No, but you have to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but this
it is.
It didn't affect him on the field.
But they've been taking care of business ever. Justin's right. They've been taking care of business ever since. And also, that is life.
Josh, let me tell you what. A player that's got any ball says, "You get your ass down to LSU. We'll play with who wants to be here." That's what I'm just telling. I'm just saying.
There's no loyalty in any of this from the players or the coaches anymore. So
no, it's all about a pay.
Yep. LSU is one of the best 3 jobs in the country.
But you know what? Nobody at Ole Miss cares about that. We don't care about LSU. We don't care about his goals.
But what do they care about?
They care about winning at Ole Miss.
They've never been able to win like this before.
Listen, here's what I'll say, Baz.
Yeah.
I guarantee you the fans, by the majority, wish he was still coaching.
Yeah, for
sure they do. No, not for this. They don't. I guarantee you they don't, Justin. I'll be willing to make a bet.
But if you ask them what gives them the best chance to win,
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Fine. Let Pete Golding get his ass whipped by some better.
No, I'm telling you. Look at the airport. If you think they felt that way, Justin, look at the airport.
But guess what
if
be doing?
You gave them truth serum.
No.
Yes,
and they said, "Hey, who gives you the best chance to win a national championship?" They would say, let Lane finish out.
Okay, I'm
not saying that they should let him.
Kiffin is going to come back and he's going to take the players, he's going to take their coaches, and he's going to just ram it.
Right now he can't.
What if he wins the national championship for him?
So right now he can't take them.
But you're going to give him promotion for 3 weeks to do that?
Because you're not.
No, it is. You basically promote the LSU program for the next 3
weeks. You're not LSU.
Yes, you are.
No,
he just got through spending an hour at the press conference yesterday. What are you guys thinking of him?
No.
He's all LSU right now. He is all LSU.
I'm saying Ole Miss is not LSU.
He could have stayed at Ole Miss and played for. He could have not done this and stayed there and coached there.
Okay. You know what?
Who cares about? He's so wealthy. Guys, I don't want to care about generational wealth. He's making $10 million a year now.
But if it's your kid and like they have a chance to do something that's like the top of their profession. My
It's
advice
never
to my
been
son
done.
See ya. I don't care. See ya. You want to go to LSU? You go.
Can say
I'm just
see ya,
saying.
and you can have Pete Golding, but his brain's beat in by a better coach.
You know what?
That's what will
Stay
happen.
with the guys who want to be here. If you want to go down there,
I hate that idea of guys who want to be here.
You know what, Josh? Because you don't understand the concept because you haven't done it. I'm just telling you.
Well, nobody wants to be at any school. It's all about a paycheck.
I understand that too, Justin. But there's still I think at this point, I think those players now they're coming out and saying what he said is
retroactively great.
Well.
I mean, after the fact. Like,
look, you can say it doesn't mean anything anymore.
No, I after the fact is usually. I mean,
they have had a chance.
Always united behind Pete Golding.
Right. Yeah, listen. So whatever Lane Kiffin says worked. But if a player comes out and says, it wasn't. They were disagreeing with him. The narrative's been all Lane Kiffin.
Yes,
they all want me.
He is a very selfish person, but we always knew this.
No, listen. No, you're not listening to me. So you're dismissing now the players coming out. They get their chance now because all the focus has been on Lane Kiffin. Now they get a chance to come out and say it wasn't a consensus. We did not want him to stay. I'm just saying that's what 2 or 3 of the players.
Wait till they get their brains back.
Well,
yeah, I know.
In the first round.
So, but you know what?
This happen with
and
Lane
I
Kiffin.
guarantee you, at that point, Ole Miss fans will be going.
Right.
They'll hate Lane Kiffin.
No, we saw this.
They'll hate Lane Kiffin for leaving. Lane Kiffin left
took
him.
the FAU job.
They will, but if he won a national championship,
I don't think it matters.
For him,
I think. Let me.
That's
tell you
all
what.
that matters.
You can't, Justin. You can't do both. You can't do both. I'm telling you, he put them in a spot where they could not allow him to keep coaching.
How that wouldn't matter.
I disagree with that.
Oh, I'm telling you, you're going to give him 4 weeks to promote what he's going to do at LSU.
Your school has never done before.
Yeah, but you don't care about this school anymore. You don't care about it. He doesn't care about Ole Miss anymore.
He never cared about.
Well,
Ole Miss.
he doesn't care about now. He's down at LSU.
Does Eric Morris not care about North Texas?
No, it's different. Let me tell you, North Texas is not at the same level as SEC. It's a different level.
Okay,
it is.
But
nobody cares at North
Texas.
Texas.
Is not the same level as LSU. There might be the same conference,
but I'm telling you, it's in the same conference. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you, once some guy turns his back on you and walks out, you don't want him back. You don't care.
He's not turning his back on
you. He
though.
just went down. What do you mean he didn't turn? He left in the middle of a stretch.
But you're making this too personal.
It's not
you're
personal.
Making this way too personal.
Wait,
He's taking a better job.
Who cares? I don't care that you're taking a better job.
Okay, but
See ya.
would I have said that Eli Drinkwitz turned his back on Missouri's program? He took the Penn State job.
It's different. They're not playing for a national championship. I mean, Kiffin decided to do this on a magical run for them. He decided to say, I don't care. I'm going to go to LSU in the middle of this, knowing that he might not be able to stay in coach. He knew that. He knew that.
But he tried to stay in coach.
But you know what? He had to know that Keith Carter was not going to let him.
I'm not going to turn down one of the best 3 jobs in my entire
see ya. Then don't cry about it.
It's unfair to be like, you can't, like.
Oh, you want them both. You think that. Talk to everybody. Talk to Keith Carter. Is Keith Carter an idiot?
Lucky to
Is
have
Keith Carter an idiot?
I think so.
No, I don't.
He's from Arkansas and went to Ole Miss.
Well, there's that.
Okay, for Ole Miss basketball, if Chris Beard wanted to leave for the Kentucky job and Ole Miss was in the tournament, Ole Miss would be stupid to let him leave and not.
They
coach
did it
the
in Michigan.
team.
Bo Schembechler did it in Michigan.
They can't do better than Chris
They
Beard
did it in Michigan.
Kentucky.
They got rid of the coach. The coach said, "I'm going to be going somewhere." You know, Bo Schembechler said, "Get out of here. You're not a Michigan man." You know what? They came back and won the national championship with another
Do you
coach.
think Pete Golding is Bo Schembechler?
It doesn't matter. It's the principle. It's the principle. It's the principle.
I understand the principle, but the principle doesn't matter in college sports anymore. So stop making this altruistic point that doesn't matter.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? There can be some things that not about money, Josh. There's some things that it's not just the way that college football is now because it's about money. Sometimes it does come down to.
I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think the majority of people don't agree with you.
They don't, and I'm fine with that.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying though, if you don't see why people would feel that way,
I do see it.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But it's undeniable that Ole Miss has a better chance of winning.
What does that got to do with anything?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Okay.
But you're dismissing the players.
coach decided to leave.
The players may want to step up this weekend, and prove everybody that they're the reason. And now they got the OC back and all that. But it's this very point that we have NIL and portal now. This very point is why we have the football that we do. Because coaches can leave whenever they want to.
Middle finger Weiss and cheer for his touchdowns this week?
Listen, look again. Look at what fans have done. You're talking about yourselves, and it's your opinion. But it is a principle thing because it's not about money anymore.
But aren't those same fans going to cheer for Weiss next week?
Those same fans that wanted Golish beat the snot out of him on social media yesterday because he's not here. The same fans that were cheering to be glad that Sam Pittman is gone have got a 2-10 season.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, Justin, once you decide to say, okay, I'm moving on to another school, people are like, okay,
fans
see
will
ya.
do what they want.
I get your point.
Right.
I mean, I can comprehend it. But
Right.
Hypothetically, I mean,
I know what you're saying.
Under Petrino.
But we got to go to a
let's
break.
say.
We can discuss this in a minute. Let's get out of here and go to a break. We've got to move on. We'll come back. So everybody, hold on. Right now, we've got disagreement in our family.
Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
This is
Another one of those early season tests for the Arkansas Ravens of ACC-SEC basketball. Tonight at Bud Walton Arena, the number 6 Louisville Cardinals come visit the number 25 Arkansas Razorbacks at 6:15. The game can be seen on ESPN, and also you can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. A lot of great action last night. Number 4 Duke gets by number 15 Florida 67-66 at Cameron Indoor. Syracuse shocks Tennessee 62-60. Also, number 16 North Carolina goes to Rupp Arena and beats Kentucky 67-64. And elsewhere in college basketball last night, number 5 UConn goes on the road to Allen Fieldhouse to beat Kansas 61-56. And Eric Musselman's USC Trojans get to 8-0 with an 82-77 win at Oregon. I'm
from
Josh
the Fletcher
Neighbors for
Weather
the Buzz Radio
Center
Network.
with KARK's Pat Walker.
Possibly some fog and a cloudy sky this morning, but it will become partly cloudy with a high of 47. Tonight, a 20% chance of rain showers down to 34 degrees. Might have a few isolated places of sleet. Tomorrow, a cloudy, cold day, a high of 40 and a 40% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
Let's pack the Jack Stevens Center and celebrate 20 years of the fabulous home court of Little Rock Trojans basketball. Your Trojans take the floor at the Jack Stevens Center on Saturday, December 6th. The Trojans women will take on UCA at 6 p.m. The Trojan men will tip off against Arkansas State at 8. Fill the stands and celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Jack Stevens Center. Get tickets now. Go to lrtrojans.com. Come out and cheer on your Trojans. Single game and season tickets are available at lrtrojans.com.
Hey, y'all, Roger Scott. And as someone in recovery, let me tell you, life after addiction feels pretty darn good. And there's a place right here in Arkansas helping folks find that same feeling. Peak State Recovery in Perrin. This isn't your typical rehab. It's bright, it's uplifting, and it's built to help you come alive again. They've got yoga, meditation, art therapy, fitness programs, even saunas and massage chairs. Yeah, now that's detox done right. And get this, they'll come pick you up anywhere in the state of Arkansas. And with most major insurances, a lot of the times, treatment is going to be completely covered, meaning it costs you nothing. Peak State Recovery blends medical treatment with real-life wellness. So you don't just get sober, you get strong, confident, you're ready to roll. If you're ready to turn things around, call Peak State Recovery at 501-881-2087. That's 501-881-2087. Or visit peakstaterecovery.com. Your comeback starts right now. Peak State Recovery, healing the whole person.
We'd now like to confirm something you may have heard on this radio station. It is true. The Little Rock Racquet Club and the Little Rock Athletic Club are offering 50% off the joining fee from now till December 31st. Join now, and in 26 people will witness the fitness.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 4th, Simmons Bank Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, produced by Live Nation.
Celebrate your wins, but don't chase the losses. Remember, gambling is entertainment, not a paycheck. Set your limits and keep it fun. Visit arpgcouncil.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER for free confidential help. Play your way the smart way.
No matter where you are or how you're listening, we thank you for making Morning Mayhem part of your day. Now, back to Baz, Roger, Justin, and Josh.
Fast tractors, bale liners, and a party bark strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out.
All right, got a short segment here at 9:42. Yeah, I forgot we were talking during the break. Do you remember what happened, Justin, with Kiffin down at Alabama? When they were getting ready to play for the national championship? Josh reminded us of this.
Oh, yeah, Saban didn't let him coach.
And Sark had to take over, who's a very good coach, and it did not go well.
Somebody said that
all right, guys, we got to go on another break.
Kiffin has had 5 of the weirdest, craziest, ugliest departures. He and Al Davis had an ugly breakup, and Al Davis said, said he was a liar, not the person I thought he was. And then was it Tennessee after that he had obviously
7-6 run at Tennessee.
Yeah, so he had that.
I think Tennessee,
then USC,
then
the USC tarmac deal, and then Alabama, and then this one. Yeah,
the public spat.
FAU.
You are a fanatic, and you're a Hog fan. And in my opinion, I don't buy that you would accept Lane Kiffin as our coach. Don't buy it at all. Josh is a younger generation. My son Zachary, the middle of my 3 kids, and the most rabid Razorback fan. Meredith's a Hog fan too, but Zach, he agrees with you and Josh. But you know what? Because he wants that national title. But you know what? We forgave Eddie Sutton for saying he would crawl to Kentucky. We've forgiven Houston Nutt for saying today he's an Ole Miss Rebel. We've forgiven those because time heals all wounds, and we remember what they did. But on the surface, immediately, it's all it's screw that.
Yeah,
but again,
I get it. I just want to make sure that
and it's your opinion. So and just like that's mine.
No, I just want to make sure that I'm being clear here.
Yep.
So my point is, if I'm an Ole Miss fan right now, okay, what are they, 11-1?
Correct.
And they're a 6 seed, 5 seed,
Correct.
whatever they are. Let's hypothetically say that it was Dave Van Horn, for example. I know it's a different sport, but it's the same thing. And he's going to retire, or he's going to leave to go to LSU or whatever. And we're a one seed.
We got to go to a break.
We're a 1 seed in the tournament, and we look like we're going to win it all. You wouldn't want to let him finish the job.
He's retiring. Is that what you said?
He's
or going
LSU.
somewhere, whatever.
Well, I think you got to remember too.
It's too emotional of a decision.
My point is, as a fan, I'm like, hey, I hate that he's leaving, and I hate him, but he gives us the best chance to win.
But you got to understand that
that's all that I'm saying.
Hey, there's a flip side
and
of this.
I get y'all's point. I'm just saying, if it gives us a chance to win, where now they have no chance to win, in my opinion, I would go, all right, well, let him finish.
It shows what fans are. It shows why it's short for fanatics,
LSU's also
because we only want the championship.
But there's a flip side to this.
That's all it's about.
What Penn State did was that they had bad vibes. They got angry. They got upset and emotional. They fired their coach. And where is Penn State right now? They regret.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
100% regret firing James Franklin. They cannot find a coach right now. Because they made an emotional, dumb decision.
But Kiffin.
But what I'm saying is, if you think about it, you might be mad at Lane Kiffin right now. But if you get a championship, which you've never had.
I like Lane Kiffin. I'm okay with him leaving and doing what he's doing. I get why he did it, because he's going to win a national championship. But when it's legal for him to start talking to those players on his Ole Miss team, he's going to try to get them to go over that way.
I don't care if we get a championship, which I've never won before.
It's just you just listen. But you know that Ole Miss and LSU are hated rivals. You know, a lot of people say
that's not a.
It is a real thing.
Everybody,
Josh, it is a real thing.
That ain't a rivalry.
No. You ask Bruce James.
I know it's a rivalry in
well,
name.
you can ask Bruce because he's
from Mississippi.
Mississippi guy.
He's from Mississippi.
Here we go. We got to go to a break. We'll come right back and finish up.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They're a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. When you're in the market for a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram, we hope you give us a chance to earn your business. Here's some things to consider. Fletcher Dodge has been family-owned dealer here in Sherwood for over 25 years. We know how to take care of our customers to keep them coming back. Every Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram dealer pays the same price for their vehicles. It's the dealer that makes the difference. We'll give you the best deal up front. No haggling, no arguing. We make it easy to buy a new vehicle, and we'll pay you more for your trade-in. Compare our deal to anybody's and you'll buy from us. Come see us today for the deal of a lifetime on new Dodge Chrysler Jeep or Ram. At Frank Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. And we promise you a hassle-free buying experience. We want to be your dealer for life. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll make you a deal. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Hey folks, Roger Scott here for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Fall is in the air, which means football and hunting season. If you are wanting a new ATV or side-by-side for hunting, or you're wanting to upgrade your duck boat, or how about a new RV or camper, Alcoa Community FCU has got you covered with a low-rate fund loan. If you live, work, or worship in any of the 15 counties in Central Arkansas, then you're eligible to take advantage of this great offer. Apply today at alcoacommunityfcu.org.
Bell & Schwartz Gentleman's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar apparel, and Fiore athleisure wear. Bell & Schwartz Quality Men's Clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Catch Quinn Grovey each Thursday this football season on The Zone. Get insight from one of Arkansas's best, brought to you by Conway Wealth Management. Conway Wealth Management, planning today for your tomorrow. Take control of your financial future and call or visit Conway Wealth Management today, 501-358-3994.
Or visit conwaywealthmanagement.com.
Securities and financial planning offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app.
All right. We had some lively discussion here on the show.
You know what we need, Baz? You know what we need? We need a little Christmas.
Hey, if you think we've had some spirited debate here this last hour, imagine what it's like down in down in Oxford.
And I hope you can't read lips.
Goodness. Tomorrow, Roger, we'll be in Hot Springs.
Yeah, Hot Water City, Mob Town, where I have left my DNA, blood, sweat, and tears on many a location. I'm just telling you, I have.
Farm Bureau Convention.
Yeah,
so we'll be there.
absolutely.
Yeah, we get back-to-back days in Hot Springs.
Back to back and belly to belly.
Justin?
Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. If we go down there to a Farm Bureau and they decide to tell us, you know what?
We're doing the zone instead.
Look at all these calls. My gosh.
I know.
Oh, my
we
gosh.
have not seen our lit-up phone bank in a while. You want to go boom, boom, boom?
Yeah, let's go boom, boom,
Let's
boom.
go,
Real quick. 20
Get it out
20
real
seconds.
quick. Get it out.
What do we got?
Go ahead, Cap.
Oh, no. You got to be quick, Cap.
Oh, no.
Cap, go. Cap, you're too slow. Oh, Rick.
Razorback graffiti, go.
Rick.
Hey, this is Rick from East Arkansas.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, I'm going to bring some prevalent ideas to y'all boys.
All right, bring him on. Bring him in when you can. Hello, who's this? That's you, caller. Who's this?
Hey, guys, David.
Hey, David, go ahead.
This is David from Cabot.
Go ahead.
All right, so, first of all, I'm a loyal Razorback fan.
Whoop-ig.
I'm from Mississippi.
Yep.
I got lots of Ole Miss family and friends.
Yep.
I can tell you the only thing they hate worse than LSU is Lane Kiffin. He walks back across the Mississippi River, he may get shot on sight.
Hey, you know, that's an Ole Miss boy. That's a Mississippi boy.
They hate winning, too.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
must have forgot who they were.
Listen, don't you go put on
They
Ole Miss.
must have forgot who they were as a program.
Hey, what do you say, Jeff?
Hey, I had just a couple thoughts. You know, I think this is a reflection on Lane Kiffin and his lack of belief in himself.
Yep. You know what, Jeff? And the other part of it is, after speaking with some other folks, I think it speaks to say that Ole Miss doesn't have faith in themselves that they can win without Lane Kiffin. It's probably their only chance. Because here's the deal.
They never have.
You know what? They never have, and they're not going to win a national championship. John.
Yeah. Hello?
That's you, buddy.
John.
Yes. I want to piece of what you've been discussing, but it's the question that's old as time. I mean, are you willing to sell your soul for the thing that you want the most? I mean, you know, it's
yes.
That's what.
Well, there you go. You know what? I agreed. There's a difference. It lives in my 36, 7, 40 year. I don't know how old my middle son is. But he agrees with you guys because he is a fanatic and he wants that championship. He hasn't had it. He hasn't tasted it. We've seen it. We're old. And so we don't have a lot of dancing with the devil to do anymore.
It's better to have loved and lost. Never loved
And
at
think
all.
about this. You know, these fans have been dealing with this for 4 weeks now. I mean, this whole thing's been going on, and you're going to give us an answer. So they've been, and then of course, then you said, "No, see you later." So
Well,
it's
it
been
must be tough to watch those wins pile up for him.
Yeah, and again,
They're not
like
gonna
I
win.
understand y'all's point. I'm just saying, like, if I'm a fan, and we have a chance to go win a national championship, on his way out the door, then let's go do it.
You got the OC now, though. Is that just as good?
No,
it's
no.
not. Okay,
But also,
what's
He's
the
not
difference?
Lane Kiffin.
Because Lane's not just a figurehead. So we never had a chance to win a national championship with Sam Pittman, huh?
Lane calls the plays.
But my question is this: is that why does Charlie Weiss Jr. get on that plane and Lane and he's allowed to come back and coach, but Lane's not?
Yeah,
exactly.
I wonder who initiated that. Was it Kiffin and Weiss, or was it Ole Miss?
I agree. I'd never seen a coach leave. I'd never seen a coach leave and not take one and take one of their coaches.
But not with the season. The season is still
That's
going
what I'm
on.
saying. No,
Yeah, the season's
I've never
still going
seen the
on.
head
Yeah.
coach leave. Not Houston, not anyone, and the other coaches leave because one of them's got to be an interim.
Yeah.
Hey, let me phrase this question differently. If to Baz, you and Raj,
Acre's on too, by the way.
Worry about it. I'm sorry, Acre. Go ahead, Bob.
You were guaranteed, if you allowed him to coach, to win the national championship. I know that's, you can't do that, but if you were guaranteed to do it, would you allow him to coach or no?
I just based on the way this thing worked out, the way the schedule and calendar worked out, and the way he made his decision, no, I wouldn't. I just couldn't,
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to put your feelings aside.
It's not feelings. It's just
it's emotion, because the thing is that
Josh,
Matt Luke was a coach.
There's no emotion, Josh. Once you decide to go, listen, if you were
guaranteed to win a national title,
no, you don't, because you know what, Justin, you don't care. You've moved on. You don't care.
He is not. They took care of business last week.
He just did a press conference down at LSU for an hour, bragging on LSU is the greatest school on the planet.
Well, the thing is, they're better than Ole Miss.
See, Josh, once you decide to go to another station, move on.
You won't think about it.
We
won't keep you on
you
here.
You all have tried to send me away from here.
I'm just saying. I bet
$100 you don't leave this week.
Once you decided to move on, you go ahead and move on, and we'll deal with it. I think that's what I think.
We'll lose in the first round. Instead of winning
thanks a lot, Lane. Thanks a lot for leaving.
Now, because here's the thing. Because the fans are going to use the hate for Lane Kiffin to get them through the next season.
Do you know what a national title would do for the program?
Right. The fans would be so much happier if they had a title.
Acre, are you there?
I don't ever want one.
Justin.
They're not winning a national title anyway, with or without it.
That's right.
There you go. That's a good point.
That's a way to put it.
What's up, Justin?
And to say they pulled it together to beat a 5-7 Mississippi State team is not really germane to the conversation about
4
the playoff.
seconds to tell us where you are, Zone.
Bath makeover of Arkansas. Stay tuned, knuckleheads.
Let it glow with Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo. Join us from November to January when dazzling lights and holiday magic come alive after dark. Discover a joyous new season with brand new installations that makes Animal Kingdom adventures with Winter Wonderlands. Glow Wilds at the Little Rock Zoo is merrier and brighter than ever. Presented by Be Well Arkansas Department of Health. Get your tickets now at littlerockzoo.com.
I'm Kyler Sanson. Me being in the construction industry and having 2 young kids at home, health insurance is vital. I got a call saying that my plan was going to be canceled at the end of April. Got on the phone with Farm Bureau and I got in touch with an agent. Took me about 30 minutes, and then about 3 days later, I was approved. So with Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas, I'm saving close to $300 a month. You cannot find this plan anywhere else. Get after it and get it.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Trusted coverage, personalized plans, affordable premiums. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
Stay up to date with the latest Razorback news with the Red White. Every week with Justin and DJ on the Zone. The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your AMS Health.
The Zone is coming up next, right here on 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.